Why does he sound out of breath?
He's going out of breath. We live?
Yeah.
All right, send Ben. Hey, someone needs to mute their.
I can hear it.
Smack someone.
Hold on.
Susan, can you hear me? Shake your head, yes. Okay, we're going to do our intro, then we'll bring you in.
We good?
Check 1, 2.
Yep. For some reason, when we went live. Nope.
Who was that?
My mic's on.
There we go.
Check. Who was it?
We're good.
I was gonna say we're good back here. I have them both muted.
Yeah.
Well, when we went live, for some reason, it cut everybody's mics on. So we're good.
Well, let's check Facebook real quick. Make sure
It is live.
It is?
Yep.
I don't know why that picture looked like that then.
It just might be something with StreamYard not loading it.
There he is.
But on our end, it's good.
Right on cue.
That Mass Shadow guy.
Mass Shadow every time. Beautiful people.
Hey,
yes.
Susan, we're going to hit our intro and
I
then
already told her
add you
that.
in.
I already told her that, slacker. It's kind of cool. We got like a backstage. It's like backstage. Hey, are you by the way, we need to talk to you, Phil, because we need to ask Susan. There's a Jeep show that the podcast is kind of like hosting, it sounds like.
Car show.
A car show. And you got a sweet Jeep.
Oh, we're gonna be there.
Well, maybe you can enter the Jeep into the Jeep show.
We'll have Susan talk about what it takes to enter.
Josh Jones is here. All right, so are we ready to get started now?
Yep, let's hit the intro.
All right.
Look.
Oh, there we go. Welcome to American Whiskey. As always, I'm your favorite host in the whole world, Big Sturge. Over on the other side of the studio, we've got Justice League.
I'm looking for Kamala.
Back behind him, of course, we've got, Dougie Fresh.
What's up?
And next to Dougie Fresh, we've got a new face in the studio. Some call him Peanut. I call him Jackass, and some people call him Phil. Hello, Phil.
Hello, I answered it.
You have to talk into the microphone, sir.
I answered it.
Is his mic off?
No, it's not off. He's just not talking close enough. You got to get up all on it.
All on it.
That's how you do it. You can move that. That's the good thing. You can move it. Doesn't he have the bench pad?
Yeah, he does.
Yeah, you can move it. So sit back, relax, grab a beer, grab a drink, grab whatever it is that you sip on, you enjoy, whether it's a water, protein shake, beer, whiskey, I don't know, Bigfoot juice. It doesn't matter. Grab it, sit back, relax, and let's get started. Hey, what's up, guys? Big Sturge here, as always. It's a beautiful Tuesday evening, and we're glad to be here, as always. I love our Tuesday evenings. They're very enjoyable. They're very nice. Get to see my buddies. And today we got a special guest, 2 special guests in studio. Well, one's in studio, one's over StreamYard here. We've got Susan. Susan, welcome in. We're glad you're back.
Hi, thanks for having me.
And I was kind of scared, like, would she come back? We're crazy, but we just weren't sure. But you're here. So we appreciate you taking time out of your evening at last minute there and being willing to join us and talk about this festival we got going on.
Okay, thanks. I really appreciate you guys having me, though. It's great honor. So
we appreciate it. So we're gonna do what we always do, guys. And did you send John Bentz the invite?
I will
work on that, and we're gonna, let's see if Peanut over there knows what do we normally do here before we get started, sir.
Not real sure. I guess have a drink.
He doesn't watch the show.
We have a drink.
That's true. You do have a drink.
What are we sipping on, boys? Peanut, get started with. What are you sipping on tonight?
I am sipping on some of this. It's some really good bourbon here.
What'd you give him, Dylan?
I gave him a little pour of the Champion's Choice straight bourbon from Lake Erie Distillery.
Oh, it's so good.
Yeah, I'm feeling pretty high class right now.
You look high class.
I try.
Dougie Fresh, what are you sipping on?
I've got a Michelob Ultra and what I believe to be Big Easy's apple brandy.
It is. I'm telling you, I can tell by the taste of it.
It was an acquired jar from Farm to Bottle that appeared in my fridge after I emptied my cooler.
Nice.
And it's nothing to be mad about.
No, I like it.
So, Dylan, what are you sipping on, bro?
I'm also sipping on a Michelob Ultra, and I know you're going to call me a pansy because you always do, but I sip my shots, and I'm sipping the Buffalo Trace.
You're sipping. You're supposed to take
I
the
thought we all
shot.
took that.
You've got to
It
be
takes a-
shitting me.
It takes a few drinks when we just start shooting.
You're such a you're
I
about
already
worthless
know.
to me. You're about worthless to me, honestly.
But hey, I got you to judge a car show.
That's cool. That'll be fun. So I'm sipping on I'm really excited about this, guys. I proofed this down. It was in the freezer, so it looks cloudy, but chocolate rye that I made, and man, it turned out fabulous. I proofed it down to 90. I couldn't be more excited about it. Peanut liked it. Everybody liked it in the studio. Supposedly they liked it.
That back end chocolate flavor is yummy.
Yes.
It looks like but yeah, I'm having that, and I'm having some Mick Ultras. I had a good day on my carbs, so I'm gonna let loose tonight on a few beers, and while I'm still losing weight, I'm also enjoying some beers. So which, you know, boys, I'm down like 6 pant sizes. I'm so happy. I'm feeling good.
Susan,
thanks,
are you
boys.
sipping on
Boys.
anything?
Susan, what are you sipping on?
Just tea, but I do have some pumpkin beer in the fridge that's going to be getting out here soon.
Tis
Ooh.
the season.
Yeah, I love that pumpkin beer. We went to Salem, my daughter and I, and they make it with another liquor, and they put caramel in it.
Oh.
I'm telling you, it's amazing.
It sounds amazing.
Yeah, sounds
Yeah,
great.
and I've never seen anybody else do it, but you have to have it in Salem, Massachusetts. That's where they do it.
Mm.
So it was
I
good.
think Josh Jones is sipping a bomb pop. Now, I think that's a beer.
No, I think
Isn't it?
it's Jason
Yeah, it's
Davis's
Jason's.
Bomb Pop Moonshine.
Oh, okay.
I believe.
And
They do
Sturge,
make a bomb pop beer. It's a sour. It's really good.
Chris
Yeah.
Salmon says, "Where's his?"
Where's his what?
I'm guessing he's talking about the chocolate rye.
Hey, boy, I'm going to see you this weekend.
Oh, Peanuts
I'm
ladies.
going to take care of you. But let's see here. Who else is sipping on anything? Megan's not sipping anything because Josh is a slacker. No shit about that. We all knew that. Let's see who else is in here. Oh, we've got your wife in here. I saw that she threw some hearts towards me. I'm assuming me.
Oh yeah,
Let's get weird.
it's gotta be.
Supposedly, you know, we're weird according to Big Easy and the
Right.
and the new guy on whatever that podcast is called. But any hoosers. Let's talk, Susan. Let's talk for a minute. Let's talk about this festival.
right.
Let's do a quick rundown on when the dates are, where it's going to be, how people can get in. Is it free? Is it cost money?
Okay, so it is free. The only thing we are charging for is for the classes with the speakers, and let's see what else. And any of the entry fees for the classic car show or the Jeep and truck show is just like a donation toward Nicholas School, which we just talked about a little bit before. It's a nonprofit school for kids with autism, disabilities, and struggling with just academics. So
Awesome. So how is there a number, you know, we say donation, but is there a number you guys are looking for specifically? Do you know? I mean, is it $10 a car, or is it just literally anything that people want to give?
whatever you want to give.
Okay.
You know, I mean, I know things are tight with everyone right now. So, but it's just whatever you want to give.
Does the winner get a trophy?
I have ribbons this
Okay.
time. So
Okay.
I do have ribbons,
Very cool.
and I have a couple other things for the winners.
Beautiful. That
So-
sounds like a great time. I know we'll be excited to do. It's our first car show. It's our first car show that we're doing.
So, Susan, when is the car and Jeep show?
Okay, so the classic car show is Friday, and it is from 1 to 5.
Okay.
And then judging I set at 4. And then the truck and Jeep show is on Saturday, 1 to 5, and judging is at 4.
And guys,
So-
we may or may not be able to be bribed with food.
We can be right. Well, it's tougher for me. It's tougher for me.
If you can
I
get
can't
something,
eat whatever.
if you can get something keto, Sturge is bribed.
True.
Plus,
Give me a hamburger patty.
plus side, it looks like it's going to be beautiful weather.
Oh, It is. I'm not gonna lie. I was getting worried a little bit about the weather.
Well,
You know?
I don't think you have to be worried now. We looked at the weather. It looks like it's going to be a gorgeous weekend.
Absolutely, and I'm just so grateful because I was getting worried because when the other hurricane was coming in, I'm like, oh no.
Yeah.
So, but yeah. But you guys talking about food? The food trucks are going to be right in that area where the car shows are. So
Ooh,
plenty of.
Oh,
We got barbecue, gourmet burgers. Oh my goodness. What else? Pizza. So got some good food out there.
So let me ask you this. Last week, we had a couple follow-up questions after we were done last week. And one of them was about the pumpkin carving contest. Can you give us some more information on that?
Yeah. So basically what you carve it at home and then you bring it on in and we are judging on Saturday. So you can bring them in Friday and then we'll judge them Saturday. So depending on the age, I mean, I don't, some kids start carving pretty early with a knife, but it's from, let's just say like 10 to 80 years old, however, be creative, make it a Bigfoot, like a Bigfoot theme. So, and for the younger kids is decorating. So
here's the thing though, Susan, my 5-year-old carves with a knife.
Okay. Well, I wasn't for sure, on ages.
She's a big Bigfoot fan. So,
hey, there you go. Let help her get that theme going
like
and
pumpkin when she's done. So we'll see.
Yeah, I mean, at her age, so maybe if she cut like a little silhouette of a Bigfoot.
Yeah. Okay.
Well, or a Bigfoot, or just a Bigfoot foot, or just think about being a little bit creative with it. You got woods, you got the big feet, the Bigfoot, and I'm just trying to think, like, even with the decorating, like with the hand decorating, there's all kinds of things you can do with it. You can use some straw. You could use I'm just trying to think, beads and stuff to make like a Bigfoot or in a forest it's just
Bigfoot scat.
You could do that too.
I think it's a good idea. So it's very clever. So
I'm not artistic, so I planned on taking 10 pumpkins to work and seeing what inmate can carve the best one.
That's a good idea. Oh, Doug, your computer's fired up, making funny noises.
Does anyone see John backstage?
No, that's why I left and came back. I wanted to see if he was show up for you guys, but
no, tell him to. Hey, John, if you're listening, get out of there and come back into it. All right. So Susan go ahead.
I've got a question for Susan. So, do you have categories for your pumpkin carving? Like, is there a scary theme that might take a prize? A Bigfoot, just in general related theme that might take a prize, or how's that working?
Well, what we were considering doing, and because we don't know the turnout, we don't know how many is going to be there, or for being the first year, we were actually going to do People's Choice.
Okay.
And then all the kids will get parts like ribbons. Okay. So I have purchased really cool ribbons. So I was just trying to figure that, I'm kind of like going at this a little bit. I don't know. I don't want to say blindly, but just trying to figure things out for this year on how to do things. And it's just hard to have enough people at this point for everything that we're trying to do.
Right.
So
anything that we can do, and this week the remainder of the week we'll keep blasting it everywhere and sharing but I know we know of some good folks that are going to be showing up to this that they didn't know anything about it, but they're showing up. So
it's awesome.
It's whether they're showing up for the car show, Jeep show, I'm excited about the speakers. Like I told you last time, my daughter and I are super into the Bigfoot thing, and it's going to be intriguing to hear some of these speakers and what they're going to bring to the table. The different perspectives, or I don't know if you have people. Are they going to be teaching people how to hunt Bigfoot? I mean,
well, Robbie is going to be doing a tracking class, and then Shawnee Prairie is like 5 minutes from there, and you have to drive over there, but then you are actually going to go in the woods and do an actual tracking class. Okay. And the cool thing about Robbie, he is also a police officer.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Yeah.
Wow, that's cool.
So, and he's been out in the field for a while too. So he's going to do the tracking class, and that's going to be about an hour. Okay. And it's just going to, he's going to teach you some of the fundamentals of tracking a Bigfoot.
That's beautiful. Dylan, do you have anything?
I was going to say, I'll put on a costume and run from kids.
If anybody needs to put a Bigfoot costume on, it's going to either be me
or Carl,
who's in there.
He said he has a size 20, so.
Yeah, jeez. I thought my 13th was big.
Well, you guys got to remember, we've got the Bigfoot lookalike contest too.
Oh yeah, that's right.
Yeah, and we Bigfoot herself, Patty, is judging it.
Oh, very nice. Very nice.
So it's going to be that's going to be a lot of fun too. And we got the the Bigfoot. I call it a whoop, but a whoop contest, and so that's going to be a lot of fun. So, and it's from all ages. We got kids and then adults. So
That's awesome. Do you have a rough idea? By the way, John Bentz, everybody say hi to John.
Hey, John.
John just showed up
Hey,
here.
John.
So do you have a rough estimate on how many people are going to be here?
oh my gosh, I don't. I know it's hard. We're hoping anywhere from 1,000 and up.
Because you're going to pull those Bigfooters around the area in for sure. That community. Plus, you're going to get some people that are going to want to enjoy a nice Friday evening or a beautiful Saturday afternoon.
Yep.
They're going to want to do something. So you're going to get those people too. So that's what Dylan and I were talking about.
Yeah,
I was like,
I mean, you'll get food truck followers.
Yeah.
For the people you have that are vendors. You'll get, your car.
Yeah.
PSL
American
show
whiskey
up.
followers.
You'll get winery followers, American whiskey followers. So
pretty much
Saturday is Veterans Appreciation Day.
Oh, sweet.
And so we're having a beer garden, of course. And so any veterans, they got to bring their military ID. They get a free beer or a pop. They don't drink beer.
I'm not doing
So yeah, and that's all. That's from that's all day. So yeah, so our veterans need to come in, get themselves a beer or a pop. And so we were hoping to have the National Guard Army band, but that kind of fell through this year. But next year we will definitely have them.
Well, I played trombone for 20 years.
There you go.
Bring the trombone.
I played percussion.
Okay. So did my son.
Was
So
trombone?
learning more and more about you guys as I go.
I got suspended one time at school. I'll tell you an inappropriate story, Susan. You're on the American Whiskey podcast, so I have to tell it. But I was in 7th grade and I was playing trombone, and a new kid came to school. I didn't get suspended; I got in-school suspension. And the kid's like, "What do you do in the band?" I said, "I'm a boner." And he's like, "What?" And he told the teacher, and then the teacher tells the principal where my mom taught. So I got brought to the school, and they're like, "So what did you say?" I was like, "I played trombone." They're like, "What did you say?" So I told the principal, I was like, "Well, the short term, the nickname for trombonists are
Boners.
they bone." And he's like, "That's not true." So I got in suspension. So I always say I boned for 20 years.
Well,
so.
I just beat the sticks, so
Oh, right. So we're just a full band here. So but no, to get back from my ignorant story that I was telling, we're excited about it. We've always involved ourselves. It seems like all our festivals have been alcohol related. And it wasn't because that's why that's not why we created the podcast. It just kind of happened that way. We did Follow the Leaves last year.
that was awesome.
And that was awesome. It was not a alcohol themed thing. So this is our second thing we're going to that it's not, and we're super excited just for the different atmosphere. If that makes sense.
Yeah, and it's going to be a lot of fun. I mean, we got the Bigfoot relay race for the kids, and they actually got I got all this stuff for them, and there's no entry fees for that either, and they can make their Bigfoot feet, and then they get to do a relay race. So, I mean, there's just a lot of different things going on for people to do. I have a booth where you can watch a video, a couple of videos, documentary about Bigfoot. And I wanted to get out there and do something different where you learn about Bigfoot, different things about Bigfoot, and information in our area where Bigfoots have been sighted. And also at Shawnee Prairie, I have the Bigfoot Trail, which Robbie's going to be using, but I have information as you walk down the trail.
Okay.
That's awesome.
So, so I'm just trying to think of something different and more, because I know because as a vendor, we go to the festival. It's like a Bigfoot, but a lot of it is just shopping and eating, and there's a lot more that I wanted to do with it.
Yeah. And something that's interesting too, Susan, I don't think Ohio is normally on the map for people that don't know much about Bigfoot, but people don't realize as Ohio really is. I think when my daughter and I started getting into it, there was upwards of 400 reported sightings. We're not talking about people that, a reported sighting, someone that says it, right? I mean, but you hear stories all the time where people see something, they didn't report it. So and I could be wrong here, Susan, but upwards of 400 different sightings. And I think we're Ohio's top 5 in the country.
I think it's 4 now.
Is it 4? Okay, so
Yeah.
we even moved up since last
Mhm.
time I looked. So we're 4th most popular state for Bigfoot sightings in this big country. So
Yeah.
you know, it's a big, you know, it really is a cool thing going on. And if you guys don't have anything to do, I know what you should do.
Right. And I'm excited about it because I think that you guys can make a believer out of me this weekend.
Hey, you know, I think that's part of the goal, right, Susan?
Oh yeah, exactly. And I think, I've come across people and they just laugh about it. And it's like, I said, seriously, no, if you really think,
Knock the shit out of them.
yeah, if you really think about it, if you believe in an alien, you could believe in Bigfoot,
Right.
right? And the funny thing is a lot of people there's people that believe in aliens that don't believe in Bigfoot, and
Well, some
and
people
so
think Bigfoots are aliens.
Personally think Bigfoot's
I'm not so I don't know about that one. I still like I on that show I said biblically I kind of believe back in Genesis, Enoch. It's just like
Yeah.
I think it's just I really think something like that. And so I mean it's hard to say, but all I know is that there is a lot of good people out there has actually seen them.
Yeah.
And a lot of people are kind of nervous coming forward
Yeah.
because people think they're crazy. And
People have definitely encountered them. I mean, you can't say every person that's encountered them is lying. It's silly. It's silly to think that. Just out of curiosity, I know John, we're going to get to you here in a minute, buddy, but I'm curious what
You're
you
fine.
think. How many of us here believe in Bigfoot? I mean, I do. Anybody?
I believe in him.
I do.
I think he's an alien. I'm sorry. I think
Well.
he's an alien.
Yeah.
I mean, yeah.
Everybody sees him, but
Cut
we
his
never
mic.
find bones. But yeah,
Cut his
so many
mic.
people have seen him. So I think he's an alien.
No,
Cut the mic.
I believe. I mean, why not?
Yeah. What do you think, John?
I'm not sure. I know there's a lot out there about him, a lot of sightings and internet stories and stuff. But I mean,
Well, to be
till you
fair,
don't see it.
there's actually these sightings were also way before the internet was even a thing.
Yes.
Well, I'm saying there's both things. There's internet. There's people that say they've seen it, but until you don't see it, you can't say it's not real.
Kind of like, it's kind of like your distiller. You say you have one, but no one's seen it.
Jesus
You know what I mean?
Christ. Dylan says he's 5 foot, but really he's 4'11".
So sorry, Susan. I had to make a dig here, but no, it's going to be a cool time, especially for people. And by the way, you said that they haven't found bones. You should do research.
I don't think anyone actually has found, and that's one of the things that people come back and say, "Well, where's the bones?" To me, I think they're highly intelligent because if you think about if a man found an actual Bigfoot, what would they do to it?
I don't know.
I mean, they would kill it and study it.
Well, I don't think so. I feel like it would beat the hell out of me.
Well, it would, but I'm just saying
you're going to shoot it.
Well,
they scare people off.
Right.
I think if you hear people talk about they throw rocks and stuff, I literally think that they scare people off to protect their family. I really do. And because I'm just a lot of reading and stuff, and you kind of put it together. I mean, that's what, if someone was hunting me down and trying, you don't know what they're going to do. And I think they've been around for a long time. If you speak to the Native Americans, now the Native Americans has some amazing stories about Bigfoot.
And I also would like to, I did hear, I watched a documentary on a Bigfoot, and we don't know, Bigfoot's, from what we know, we don't know a lot, right? But
right.
They do think, a lot of these scientists that research Bigfoots, they don't just run individually. They have a family. They have families. And so we don't know, when one dies, what do they do with it? We don't know. We don't know. Right. When one dies, they most likely know that it's dead. What do they do?
They eat it.
Well, maybe.
Good.
They maybe do. I mean, there's that's a big question. I think, like you said, Phil, you made a good point. They've never found bones of it. So it's like, well, what do? We dig ours in at 6 feet into the ground. If they didn't have markers, would they ever find our bones? I mean, I'm just saying, like, would they? I mean, because we're burying them 6 feet deep, we're putting grass and stuff on there. So if we didn't have they put grave markers so you know who it is, where it's at. If you didn't put that, would you ever know anyone 6 feet deep? You see it all the time. People are building a house and boom, there's a dead body in the backyard. No one ever knew it, so I don't know. That just happened to Columbus. Did you guys see that?
Yeah. Well,
it didn't actually happen. They found a rolled rug, but it almost happened.
The rug thing. Yeah.
I still think it was. But anyways, there's a fucking rug in the backyard. Hey, can you shut your damn mic off, John? Holy hell.
What?
So my stance on it is I wouldn't say I'm 50-50. I would say I'm more 75-25 in believing it. I've been over here just doing some research just on some things.
You had to do the math there, didn't you?
No.
He said 75. Oh, shit.
Calculator.
So
he's like 90-10. Never mind.
the reason why I say that is 80, there's still 86% of Earth species that have yet to be fully described.
Yeah. I mean,
so if we don't even know well over 80% of Earth species, who's to say that it's not real?
Well, and to off of that point there, Dylan, I think that's a great point. There's a lot of places on Earth we haven't even discovered yet.
Like they still think what 90% of the seas.
Yeah, we've only seen a very small percentage of what's out there in the oceans.
There's a lot of places on Earth that
Megalodon's real.
That cannot be accessed by humans.
Yeah.
So there's a lot of possibilities. Like Sturge said, we bury our dead. It's very likely that they could do the same thing.
Yeah.
We don't know their life expectancy. There's whales that live hundreds and hundreds of years.
I don't know about that. I know sea turtles do, I think.
Well, so there's sea animals that live hundreds of years.
Yeah.
Who's to say they don't?
Right.
Like there's so many questions that are unanswered that no one can give a definitive answer right now.
Well, and Gordon just put on here, how many deer carcasses and bones do you find? Not often. You find antlers, but they die every day.
He just put a good point out there.
He did.
Bare bones.
Bare bones, yeah. I mean, listen here, Susan, we're getting into a real good. We're figuring things out here. Like,
you are.
Where's all the bare bones?
Good question. Don't you think though, bears, like, okay, so bears have caves. They have, they hibernate where they go and hibernate, maybe. And like sometimes the animals know when they're getting ready to die. Just like a barn cat. Well, we have barn cats, and they disappear.
Yeah.
And maybe that's what they do. They go somewhere quiet and just die in peace.
Yeah.
So.
Go ahead. Sorry.
You guys were talking about that supposedly in the rainforest, there's supposed to be like
Tracy.
Still like they say dinosaurs.
Yeah.
In the rainforest. So like when you get into that, and it's crazy. And I'll tell you, the Creation Museum has a full dinosaur.
I've wanted to go to that, and I've wanted to go to the Ark.
Yeah.
I think that's in Kentucky.
It is.
You've been there?
No, but I'll go with you.
Oh man, I'd love to go.
You should go.
Oh, we're going to. We're going to make it a podcast.
Yeah.
That'd be cool.
I think Phil's coming. I don't know yet, but I think so.
Go, bros.
Sounds like he's coming.
Jeep trip.
Yeah.
Jeep trick. But this dinosaur is not, I forget, it's not very old. And it's, they say billions and billions. Well, it was found in Colorado, and it still has live bone marrow.
Really?
Yeah. It's a full dinosaur. I mean, it was found in a field in Colorado. So you know how they say the Earth is thousands years old?
Yeah.
Well, it's not, but you guys have to go because that's a whole different discussion. But it's really cool, and it's just
this. Do you think the Earth is flat?
Do I think it's flat?
Yeah,
I guess so. I mean, yeah.
I have actually watched, I think it's round, but then I've been down rabbit trails of the Flat Earth Society, and I'm getting out of that. It's flat.
Yeah, I mean, I never really thought about it, but yeah.
How many outer space pictures have you seen that look fucking legit? You always look at me, you're like, kind of looks like it's not real.
It's a nice
You-
backdrop.
Yeah.
Nice, it's a good studio.
Look, listen. They say the first moon landing wasn't even a real thing. That my dad said. I don't think my dad believes it's real. Like it was debunked that it was real. Like I truly believe that. I don't know if it's actually true, but it looked fucking real when they aired it. Right? If they could do that, was that in the 60s?
Yeah.
I think that
Well,
was
the Mythbusters did that show on that one, and they couldn't debunk it.
my dad told me that there was like at one point a Coke can in on one of the pictures or some shit. I don't know, but I'm just saying if
Neil might have been thirsty, you know.
if they fake the moon landing, they could fake a lot of things. So
Well,
Yeah, that's true. This is true.
there's no wind or nothing on the moon, but yet the flag is waving. in the
Right.
picture,
Yeah, right.
so-
Yeah.
Because in all reality, with gravity and the lack of gravity on the moon, if anything, the flag would just be straight up or down.
here's the deal. I think conspiracy theories are fun to go into.
They
I
are.
just do.
They are. Yeah.
I'm not saying that this shit's real true, but like I've actually went into the rabbit trail of flat earthers thinking what idiots they are. And I come out an hour later like,
Is it flat?
huh. Well,
Maybe I got some more research to do.
like, huh. That's how I feel. I'm like, when they fly an airplane, do they just hold down on the joysticks or whatever, you know, the throttle and just go like that? Like, I don't know. It's just weird.
No,
to me.
I don't know. You gave me something to think about because I really that's one I have never really thought about that, to be honest.
Well, I mean, we're talking about Bigfoot, and people look at me and think that I'm nuts because I believe in a Bigfoot. I mean, there's a lot of things out there that people are like, listen, you listen to mostly what your government's telling you, and a lot of the shit that they're telling you is not true. Look at Roswell. Roswell actually happened. Like, that was a real thing in the desert. The Air Force published in the newspaper about a UFO that crashed. And remember, they didn't say, you know, aliens at that time, but they said unidentified flying object wrecked, metal everywhere. The next day, the Air Force says it was a weather balloon. And then they go around. There's 80-year-old women on a documentary right now on Netflix, literally had her. Why would an 87-year-old woman lie about this? She helped with the cleanup. They come to her house and the Air Force threatened her life. If you say anything about this, you'll die. You'll disappear.
Yeah.
Your whole family will disappear. And there's multiple accounts of it. But yeah, we don't, I mean, and then, you know, they say that actually that they took the aliens to Wright-Patterson Air Force Base, the same building that my grandpa worked in for 40 years.
My backyard.
He worked on the 5th floor, I think. And supposedly my grandpa said he never said it was true or anything because obviously he wasn't a part of that. But in the basement of that building, supposedly where they kept them. Now, is that all of a lie? Is it all a lie? I mean,
it could be. It could be.
Well,
it could
where did all the metal go?
You know, it could be just a deflection. They don't want.
Well, the government's good at hiding stuff. So, I mean,
Shiner, man, I'm not saying that the Earth's flat. I'm just saying I watched some YouTube shit for an hour and came out feeling weird.
Yeah. Well, look, there are several. I watched that documentary. It's like it's a long one. I don't know if you're thinking about the same one, but there's several people that came forward.
You talking about Roswell?
What am I thinking? Am I thinking? Yeah. Yes.
Yeah, that shit happened. I'm telling you, like there was people now that were generals in the military that were a part of that Roswell that came out. They're like, dude, I'm dying now, so I'll share what I know.
Yeah,
and they're you can look them up. They were in the military, like they, you know. So there's a lot of things out there. This Bigfoot's just the part of it,
right?
Yeah.
It's just a part of it. And so Susan, it's really neat that you come on the show twice. We go into great conversations, and because let's be honest, it's entertaining, it's fun to talk about. It's like, and a lot of people are like, well, how can you I'm a Christian. Well, the Bible also has some really interesting things in it that can back things up. Like, you know, what were people seeing in the sky? What were people, seeing running through the woods in the Bible? Like, it's very interesting. So,
there's a lot. If you really get into the Bible, I mean, go back to Genesis and stuff. There is a lot of information about giants and fire-breathing dragons, and at one point, God is even talking about fire-breathing dragons to Job.
Yeah.
So it is.
Damn it, Gordon Shiner, man. I understand what you're saying. Okay. I'm just saying I watched YouTube for an hour and came out feeling funny for the 10th time. Okay. I understand supposedly the ancient Greeks proved the radius without computers or telescopes.
But Gordon, I will tell you now, science was made to be proven wrong.
And math is hard.
You're just not good at it.
No, I'm great at it.
Oh, I'm actually.
Actually, math sucks. I'm sorry.
My mom, I grew up with a math mom. My mom was a math teacher.
Oh, trust me.
So it's 6:35 here. We wanted to spend about 30 minutes on the festival. Is there anything else you want to add? Anything you want to add about it?
Just come out, get entered into car shows. There's going to be a lot of fun. Have some beer at the beer garden. We got several different beers. Lots of vendors and food.
Burnout.
Come say hi. I'll be running around there like crazy.
I'm going to bring my 2012 Dodge Ram. It's got a 5.7.
Bring your trucks. That's I'll tell you what.
Peanuts.
I love trucks.
Yeah.
Next
And
year,
decent tires.
my truck will be in the classic next year. It's 1998. We're getting it all redone.
Ooh,
Chevy Silverado.
I was just able to start driving my truck at normal speeds because John Bentz gave me tires to put on it.
So, Susan, I actually do have another question for you.
Okay.
Before you take off, have you tried out Burnout Winery yet?
I have not, but I will. So I'll have to get a bottle from them. Unfortunately, the guys can't actually sell open bottles there. They can do the testing, but they have to be closed bottles just because of my permit.
Right.
So, but I will have to get some and try.
You said one bottle. You'll end up leaving with 4.
Yeah, for sure.
Minimum.
They're good priced bottles. Great. It's just a fantastic bottle.
This is coming from
isn't
people,
that right, Josh and Megan?
This is coming from people that were not wine drinkers. Well, Sturge was.
Well, I was going to say, what are you talking about? I was a huge wine
there was
drinker.
a lot of people that weren't wine drinkers until they tried theirs and they bought multiple bottles.
Well, I am excited to try it, and I'm sure, like probably Friday night when everybody's done and gone, I'll probably have to have 2 or 3.
Nice nightcap.
Yeah.
Down.
2 or 3 bottles.
Yeah.
Bottles or glasses?
One glass, the one glass that fills the whole the
one
whole
that's like
bottle.
this big.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I don't need
Yeah.
a glass. Just pop the bottle and I'm good.
That's right.
Damn, I forgot Peanut was here.
They don't get recorked. That's for sure.
Well, he didn't fall asleep.
He did it. Not yet. He hasn't. That boy works 15-hour days. He's got to be tired, but he's having a good time, I think.
But the guys from Burt Winery are actually going to do the classic car show Friday for me. They're going to judge
Okay.
for the Burned Out Winery. So, yeah.
So fired. We're fired.
No, you're doing you guys can all do it. I'll do it together. I don't care. Because I've just, the person that was supposed to do the classic car show had something else to do. And then Erwin Dodge, he said, well, basically the person that did his show, that did the car truck shows for him, they quit. So yeah. And it's all this is happening at the same time. And I'm like, oh my gosh, no. So I just appreciate you guys doing it because I'm just like, who is going to judge these cars?
Sure, we got your back.
Oh, we love cars.
I was thinking, I was like really stressed on that. I'm like, oh my gosh.
Don't you have a 2011 Equinox?
No.
What year is that?
2012.
Bring the 2012 Equinox, dude.
Ooh.
That's got a 4.0?
2.4.
What's your gas
Is that turbo? Has that got the turbo in it?
No, but it's got some nice accents.
But what's your gas mileage?
18.
That's not bad, brother. That's a good
Ooh.
gas miles. Bring that to the show, man.
He might stand.
what is it? 18?
I wish.
The Equinox?
They're being silly.
We're making fun of it.
Ours is like 8.
The wife's sorry.
That's 28?
Wanting to bring
It's a 1998. We get 8 gallons. Oh, I can't talk.
Oh my God.
A mile. So it's our Chevy Silverado. Yeah, it's not good on gas. So,
Wow.
and it's even worse on towing.
I think the old Dirty Max is 14 and a half.
I don't even know what the
I
Dodge
can't
gets.
see what it's on, man.
I don't like to know because
And they did have
you've seen that thing drink it.
Yeah.
It's got that
They
big
do.
7. Got that motor.
Thanks, Chris.
It's definitely better than the Dirty Max.
Don't feel bad for
Appreciate
Doug.
Yeah, hey, trust me. I think I have the worst burning oil vehicle that's ever been produced.
They do burn oil bad, bro. I don't know. My
in a
wife's
2012
GMC does.
Equinox.
Well, here's
It's
the
because it's the same.
Here's the deal, though. What makes my truck super special is the gas tank's held up by ratchet straps.
Is that what's hanging down?
Yeah. Have you seen the red strap?
Yeah.
It
Yeah,
just
bro.
adds decoration.
Yeah. It's what? Why are you checking out underneath it?
I like to see what's under the hood, under the car.
Kind of like a fighter
It's
jet,
cute.
you know. It's got
Yeah.
release fuel tank on.
What you're seeing is flames when I'm accelerating, sir. No, but Susan, thanks for hopping on here. We got our buddy Bentz on here. We're gonna talk about what he's got going on, and we're gonna see you on Friday. It sounds
All
like.
right. Okay, I'm excited to meet you guys, and it's going to be a great time. Thanks for having me.
All right. Thank you so much.
Thanks,
we'll talk to you
Susan.
later.
Thank you.
Thanks. Bye bye.
All right. Thanks for joining us, John Bentz. How you doing?
John.
Hey,
Good
John.
to see you.
I'm doing pretty good.
I'm glad you're here.
John, you're-
Super
Act
excited.
like you got a little bit of fucking excitement in there.
Hey guys, look who it is.
Hey, John, I love the shirt.
Hey, John, how you doing, brother?
Look at that. I wear the shirt and he's like, hey, man.
That's a crisp ass white shirt, though. Let's be honest.
Is Bree
But you-
repping the hoodie in the
Yeah, you see
background
the
too?
hoodie in the background?
Does anybody notice a fucking difference?
Yeah,
Nobody?
I do.
Yours is gray.
You have a gray shirt. You have less beard. You're
No
less
beard.
weight.
Look, last weight. Look at how small my face looks since I shaved my beard, boys.
And
Still handsome as ever.
Yeah, that's
Oh,
right.
Boy, I know. I can actually see my gold chain. See, before you couldn't see my gold chain because my beard covered it. Now I got a gold chain again. It's kind of cool. Turns me on, but whatever. Anyways, it's all about what can you turn yourself on to.
Right. But
Right.
have you ever said I turned myself
Whiskey.
on to John Bentz?
I've actually
Whiskey,
looked.
there
Yeah.
you go.
Yeah.
You have.
I agree.
So, John, you haven't answered our question because you got in here because evidently you don't know how to use a computer correctly. What are you sipping on tonight?
Bush Light
Nice.
and Hatfield's 125 proof bourbon.
Shit's garbage.
Ooh.
Speaking of Bush Light, Doug, you should drink
Making
more Bush Lights.
me some old fashions
I love a good old fashioned.
with 125 proof bourbon. It really kicks it up. So
Did you notice anybody that's here, John? We got Phil here.
yeah, I can see him on a wee little tiny screen. Because all you guys are tiny. That's why. There we go.
There you go. I took the comment off. How's that?
Oh, I think you just broke my ribs.
That's better. Well, now I can see him totally.
Hey, wow, make that smaller. That's a one sexy bastard right there, folks.
We try.
Hey, back that back out. You can see the imperfections on my wall when you do it.
A maintenance man would fix those.
I know.
Oh,
with some
yeah,
tools.
look
I know
at those
someone with some
tits.
tools.
Welcome
Look
to the
at the-
John Bentz show.
Hey, John, this is your show. Go ahead, brother.
It's my show. I don't have a show.
Welcome to the John Bentz Show, where we make old-fashioned drinks one after another, and we destroy our liver, and we do it willingly and lovingly. Sit back and relax here. We're going to have a great show for you guys. John Bentz is going to take over the show, and you know what else looks really great? Let me tell you something about John Bentz. He can pull out second place like no other person. But let me tell you something about John Bentz, folks. He's one of the best guys you'll ever meet.
Best
And
ever.
Best ever. He played defensive end at 5'2". Yes, he did. He was the best he ever was. He was the best in the whole state. Let me tell you something. And he played left guard, supposedly. I don't believe it. But welcome to the John Bentz Show. Sit back, relax, grab a beer, grab a drink, or an old fashioned. Or you can go over to John's house and he'll make you one. What's your address?
Be right there.
What's your address?
What's my address? I don't know that I want a bunch of people knowing that.
Look, I think for
Unless
the issue of gun violence,
This is John's
some people have
girlfriend.
been
John,
pushing
bring
a really
Kamala.
false choice
John loves
to
Kamala.
suggest you're either in favor of the Second Amendment or you want to take everything.
All right, just kidding. Anyways, John, you know we love messing with you, brother. But let's talk about something that you got going on here, which is you and a couple fellas are getting together. Seems like a lot of people are doing this, and they're coming together and they're doing some donations. You guys are doing it in an interesting way, cool, different way. What are you guys doing for the hurricane relief? I know we were just talking that we would possibly bring down all our equipment and kind of set this up, but I want you to kind of explain what's going on.
Yeah, so that's the way you'll get my address. If you want to send something as a donation, I'll give you my address.
I'm
Can
donating.
we post it on here?
Can we post the address on the Facebook?
Well, if someone's going to send me something, yeah.
Yeah.
And I say send me something, that sounds wrong. If someone's going to send something for the auction we're going to do,
Serge,
I don't care to get the address out there.
We can go take pictures and send them to them.
Yeah.
No.
Yeah.
That's on
Good
that's
money
on another podcast I hear.
What do we get?
It's on a different website, that's for sure.
What are we getting? What's going on? What are you doing to raise money?
So as a group, because I don't want to single anybody out also, but as a group, me and Roy Crothers, Sean Peterman got together and came up with we was going to do a Facebook Live auction. And then after talking to Sturge, I think you guys are going to come down and set up the equipment down at the distillery. As of right now, I've already got like 4 boxes of clothing that someone called and donated. That's not for the auction, but that's to load in the trailer and take down there and do it.
Shiner, man. I'm sorry, I'm listening. People are cracking jokes. Not my fault.
Well, it's all right.
The only Bentz coach.
Well, if it gets me money, I mean, here.
Hey, you gotta charge for that.
I wish I could get my feet up that high.
Why are Anthony clip that for later?
It'll happen.
Why are his legs so white?
So are
Because I don't wear shorts.
Looking like Silcott's legs.
Hey, now don't compare me to that. Those things were fucking glowing. They weren't white.
Those were some interesting legs for sure.
I actually thought he had a pair of fucking white pantyhose on.
Before I looked up, I saw those legs and I was like, I like those. And then I looked up, I was like, oh shit, it's not a woman.
Yeah. So what we're actually doing is we've got some donations already rolling in for the auction. I reach out, kind of challenging everybody to donate. I guess that's the best way to say it. Roy Crothers has got with, I can't think what the knife guy's name is, but there's like 5 knives already donated.
Which guy?
I don't remember his name. Roy could tell you if he's in here watching.
I wonder if it's the same person.
Roy doesn't watch our show.
Asked me about knives on Facebook.
I got that too.
Did you really?
And then I felt bad. I was like, this is a fucking scam. And he was like, my bad for upsetting you, bro. He's like, and I looked at his page. I was like,
it's all
nice. No, he's legit. He's legit.
No, it's legit. I just can't remember the name.
I'll be honest. I kind of assumed.
Yeah.
It's my bad.
Hey,
I'll talk to me again.
So, I'm going to shut this door. My dog keeps coming in.
You're a terrible dog, Dad.
You should never say that about your stepdaughter.
Wow. So far we've got 5 knives, and I think it's either 2 or 3 of them is flint knives. So if you don't know what those are, it's hand carved from flint. And they take and they bust the chips off of it and make a knife out of it. These knives are. What's that?
No, go ahead.
All these knives are handmade.
Mm-hmm.
So we've got those. There's a bad motivator barrel coming. I'm wanting to say there's a funnel coming. I'd have to go back and look at my message, but Ozark Steels is kicking in some stuff. Tracy Bumgardner got a hold of me. He's going to make a package up.
That's Tracy. That's
yeah, if there's anything going down, he's going to donate. So, this last weekend they were down at the Prohibition Festival, and I know that for a fact that he just for this, he made a flask up on his laser engraver, and then he sold the flask. Didn't charge anything, or didn't take any money back for the flask. And then he sold my candy.
Your stepdaughter's behind you trying to get a peek at Dylan. What a weirdo.
He sold my candy. He stole done Chris McClausley's and his candy.
Yeah.
And he paid full price from the candy lady for it. And then he sold it and didn't take any cut out of it. So he made like $750, $760 this weekend. That goes right back to him. And he's actually going to go ahead and top that. He's going to make it $1,000. He's going to send the extra out of his company, top it, and I don't remember the counties.
Was it Blade Smith?
Huh?
Was it Blade Smith?
The knives?
No, it's not Blade Smith.
I don't have to get rude, John. I was just asking the question. Jeez.
No.
You've been hanging around your
Sorry.
stepdaughter too much.
Yeah, she's mean. So.
Hey, this was mine, right? Yeah, you gave it to me a while back ago.
What,
That one's
herpes?
hers, right?
You're so disgusting.
That one's yours.
I'm leaving.
Okay.
I love it.
I'm sorry. It slipped out. I'm sorry.
I didn't even hear it, so it's probably best.
My Mick Ultra about slipped out.
She said, you gave me something, and then I said, herpes?
Jesus Christ.
Gross.
But yeah,
Stepdaughter,
you-
are you stuck in the dryer?
All right, so we'll go back. We'll go back to the auction thing.
Please.
Get the baby oil off the nightstand. But yet she's wearing our hoodie.
I'm never wearing it again, thank you.
Yeah. See ya.
We're good.
Don't get mad at me about the herpes. Hell, I didn't do it.
So
Where at?
let's get away from that.
From Taylor?
The auction's going to be held at the building. Big Sturge may come down, may not. Who knows?
What is that
Yeah.
supposed to mean?
I don't
I'm
know
not
what's supposed to mean. You're invited.
Okay, I'll be there.
Okay. You want to get a tattoo?
What's the date?
Yeah.
What's the date on
Of
that?
course.
Are you going to get a tattoo, Doug?
He asked
Well,
what
what's the date
was.
on it?
I don't know exactly yet because we're going.
Nobody's coming then.
We don't
Well,
know
no,
because
no,
we don't know a date.
No, the only reason I asked
Well,
is
we're
I'll be going for
we,
next week, this same time. I'll be going for a week. So
okay. We're trying to extend it out a couple weeks because we want to get as many donations as possible.
Well, let's
Okay.
set a fucking time, bud.
The only
Well,
date
let me get back to you tomorrow on that, bud.
Are we not allowed to talk
Yeah.
about Taylor?
I'll be back. I'll be back the 22nd.
Is Taylor still around?
What do you mean?
He was.
You said
earlier.
we're not allowed to talk about it.
He was in here earlier.
What did he tell
Not
us?
allowed to talk about-
Oh, the herpes? I got you. Never mind.
Oh,
Whatever.
Jesus Christ.
You said let's not talk about that, and I was like, "What about Taylor?" Now I get it.
No, he just left here this morning. He slept in. He missed work because he couldn't get out of bed.
Well, why did you keep him up so late?
Next time, I'm gonna wake him up with some firecrackers.
That'd be funny.
You guys were doing midget wrestling all night and baby oil, and you kept him up.
Nah, you wasn't here.
That'd have been a threesome.
What's up, Apple Rye?
Apple Rise in? Oh,
Chris, I'll be in the Bahamas.
Christopher Salmon's our homeboy here. Where are you going, Doug?
I'll be
And
in-
what's the auction for?
Yeah, I'll be
Let's
in
hit
the
that.
Bahamas.
Let's hit that one more time. What the auction's for?
So the auction,
That's your cue.
the auction's going to go to the victims. Well, I say victims, but the people that suffered from the Hurricane Helene down there.
I don't know what that is, but they are.
Well, I don't like to call people victims. They lost their stuff. They're in a bad way. So I'd rather say they suffered from, instead of calling them victims. But all the money, all the proceeds, if anybody sends me money personally, it'll go on to, I got a Chime card that I don't really use for anything. It'll go straight to it. and then that way it's on the chime card. There's no way it can go anywhere else. It's locked in, and
I just want to say they are hurricane victims.
John,
I don't like the word victim.
do you know the exact
Doesn't
definition?
matter whether you like that word.
John, do you know the exact definition of victim?
Please.
A person harmed, injured, or killed as a
Hey.
result of a crime, accident, or other event or action. Hurricane is an event.
Listen, he was a good defensive end in high school, but he didn't get past the English class.
He probably suffers from a little bit of
CTE.
CTE, yeah, probably.
got in the head.
No,
too much.
so
Okay, do you want?
can you auction off alcohol?
I'm not sure on that yet because it's going to happen at the distillery,
Nobody has to know.
and we just got our federal stamp, so trying to figure out what we can and can't do.
So you're no longer a moonshiner. You're a law-abiding
Yes.
citizen. That's interesting.
Well, technically,
So he's fake now.
I can't sell any liquor yet, so
So you're not a moonshiner.
fuck you,
You're a
sir.
law- you're a- I'll go get a round of beers. Anybody need one?
I'll take one if you don't mind.
Sure, bring me one.
Didn't ask you, Phil.
Go
Drink
get,
'em.
go
You
get
suck-
Ben. Go
You
get
suck
Ben
those
one.
down way too quick.
Go get Ben.
Give me a beer.
John,
So
just,
you're not a moonshiner.
John, just yell for a beer and see if someone brings it.
I got one here.
You could use a backup.
Everybody needs a backup.
I got one here.
You could use a backup to the backup.
I got
So-
this here.
That's not a beer.
So what you're saying is you can't do the auction at your distillery. Can you go to the corner that's not your property and do the auction?
Um,
You know what I mean?
maybe. Or maybe I could have like
you'd be out of trouble.
Peterman or Roy do some of the other stuff.
Yep.
You know, we could always do a date with the John Bentz.
I don't think that'll go well.
We can auction off John Bentz for a night.
So one of the big items. Oh, Jesus Christ! So
Can we
one of the items. Go ahead. Go ahead. It's your show. I mean, I was just told it was the John Bentz show. Go ahead.
Well, you didn't say anything, so we took off the John Bentz show.
One of the items that's being auctioned off is what? Your blueberry?
Oh, here we go again.
No, it's illegal.
Back to the John Bentz show.
So it's illegal to auction off maybe the jar of illegal blueberry. But what I'm going to do is one of the first jars that come off of the first run is going to be auctioned off as a option to come and get it.
What is that?
Nice.
Why can't I see you guys? Come on now.
Well, make it so he can see us all. I need to see something.
Oh, I think
Is
Dylan
his-
made it the bench show.
Maybe we should donate some clippers. That goatee crooked?
What? Goddamn, what?
That's the most uneven fucking goatee I've ever seen in my life, son.
You're going to give him a complex.
Anyways, he comes in all next time we see him. I'm just kidding, dude. I'm just kidding.
I'll shave the motherfucker and just have the
I think you look
straight
cool.
line.
That's straight up fireman style.
The
Wait,
Hulk Hogan.
Megan said she'd bid on John Bentz.
Here, I got to put this on here. Hold on. Come on, Daddy.
Jennifer, I'm telling you, we keep telling him to put the fucking mic in front of his face, and this is how he is the whole time. And then when he talks, this is what it sounds like.
It's a Padre.
No,
That's
look,
called you Daddy.
look, you don't have to. It doesn't have to be up here. You don't, look, Phil. You don't got to go.
I think she called him Daddy.
This is how Phil talks. She's like, "Hello,
Nah,
can anybody hear me?"
I believe my son grabbed her phone because
No.
it's his Padre.
Look,
Oh, I
look,
he's the only
thought
one that
I
calls
thought
me
she was
Padre.
calling you Daddy.
No,
Hey,
Phil,
I
think
don't
she's calling
mind.
you Daddy.
all the time.
Phil, look at me. Take your hand, grab the stand here, grab the mic, pull into the front of your face. Oh my
I
god!
want to do like the 80s.
What did he? Did he just take it out?
He's
like the
rock
80s
starring
rock
over
star
here, man.
over here.
No, it's on the stand.
It's
on the
Levi.
stand. I'm
Who's
supposed to
Levi?
stand.
Is Levi your son?
Yeah, Levi's my youngest.
Go to bed.
He's about to graduate this year.
It's kind of nice they're picking at someone else, you know.
I,
Yeah, because when John comes in here, this is how high up the mic is from him.
well,
We have to put it.
No, I don't have a mic because
I did have to lower the mic down a little bit.
I've only been in the studio one time, so
That's your own damn fault.
and then when I was there, he's like, "Let's do a little session," and then he's like, "Here, how about a beer? How about another beer?" And then we didn't do shit.
Shit gets
I
weird.
I stood down there and ate some cookies.
He did.
What
He
kind?
did.
Girl Scouts?
Yeah.
Yep.
He bought a whole box. I think he bought a whole case, didn't you?
I mean,
Yeah, we bought like 10 boxes.
That's what I thought.
well, Taylor,
No, I appreciate you guys coming to my basement and drinking all my bottled Michelob Ultras too. The only beers I can fucking have.
No. Who? Them?
Hey, I appreciate you offering one up for me.
Yeah, I'm truly grateful.
I really love the fact that your forehead's not on the camera though, Phil, because it's ugly as hell.
Oh,
There you go. And now his chin's off. Great.
I got you.
I don't think
Right
he
here.
gets it.
I'm finding a happy medium here.
There it is.
Burnout Winery in for 3 pesos.
What's that mean? Shut up.
Not a lot. I
What's-
can tell you that much.
What are they in for?
Is that the bid for me?
Bidding on Benz.
I get
3
5
pesos? What the hell's a peso worth?
hold on, time out right now.
Pesos like
Taylor
half a-
Miller's winning
than a
with his
penny.
right nut.
Well, if we can get to the left one, we know that there won't be no kids in the future.
Is that good or bad for you?
Perfect.
Don't you want people shorter than you?
I agree, Levi.
Dang.
Well, I've got Taylor, so
You're getting cooked.
Your dad has a never-ending forehead. It starts right by his eyebrows and just goes all the way back.
I can't believe they're cooking you like this.
That's the forehead, you know.
Yes. Can you wear a hat next time? I'm uncomfortable.
I can wear a hat. I got several.
Why don't you just go ahead and go home?
Benz is,
Here we
Benz
go.
is like, I'm only coming back if Peanuts on here.
Here we go.
Then he said,
Oh, look
fuck
at him.
yeah.
There he goes.
Take that hat back off. It's easier for me.
you know, you can put the hat underneath the headphones.
Yeah, but then I won't be able to hear what you bash me about while the headphones
What,
are off.
what do you mean? You can put the headphones over the hat.
You can go
Yeah.
like this.
But a lot can
No,
happen
but look,
in that
look, look.
slight
I'm going to
15
teach you something. You
seconds
ready?
it takes.
Look at the camera. You go, boom, hat off,
Oh,
hat on,
Oh,
up.
that is why.
Are you from Springfield?
Actually, yes. Yes, I am.
The land of the cat eaters. Can't figure out a hat.
I think 4 of us.
Don't
in
say
this-
that. You'll get sued.
I think 4 of us
Ah.
in the room are from Springfield. The only one that's not
Yeah.
is sitting in front of me.
Take the hat off. You look better bald.
I don't live here anymore.
Wait a
but I
second.
Put the
am
hat back
from-
on.
but I am
Megan
from
said he
Springfield.
looks like Bigfoot with
Hat
a
on.
hat.
Oh Lord.
Put the hat back on.
Watch this. Watch this. This is gonna be easy access.
Don't touch your penis.
Oh,
What are you doing?
hold on.
Levi said, fresh out the special ed class.
That's about how big you got to fit it on my head. It looks like one of those big hats. You know those big hats?
Sturge, what is your fitted hat size?
It's an 8.
Is it?
I'll wear an 8, man.
I didn't know that.
That's pretty big.
Shut the fuck up, Phil.
He's like, I gotta get my
It's
kicks
because
in.
of all that brain capacity.
That's
Yeah.
true.
I got no brain.
Got that DJ voice up.
That's why I shaved my beard off.
Oh, you got that sexy voice.
No, you shaved your
can dial
you
like
shaved your
more
beard
than
off for a different
1-900
reason.
talk
We heard
dirty.
about
Yeah,
it.
to get
We
brain.
heard
I said
about
I
it.
didn't have no brain, so I shaved my beard off.
To
There's
get
a
brain.
reason. There's a reason it's off.
I get what you're getting here.
I'm not gonna lie, it doesn't look that bad. What you guys
Well,
think?
no, it'll be back in 3 days anyway. So
What's up,
But
Daniel?
I don't think it looks bad.
no, it does not look bad.
I mean, I look like Daniel Stevens after he shaved. Like we look like good fellas. No,
Yeah.
but here's some funny stuff I wanted to talk about. Let's talk about Barnabas. Can you shut up? We're talking.
And then like check in and like still on mine and see if
Man,
that has a
Shut
computer
the
with a
fucking door and lock it.
Shut up.
I'd have to
No,
look and
thanks.
see what the GPS is.
It's a like.
Go make him a sandwich.
Crash your control.
Yeah.
Okay, so you probably got to turn it off somewhere.
Ow. I don't know. There's probably a button.
Daddy a sandwich.
I'll start farm to bottle off.
Make Daddy a sandwich.
This jar of unmarked liquor was acquired via my cooler. I woke up and it was there Sunday morning, so I drank it, and I have it now.
Welcome back to the John Bentz Show.
And I will say, I think it's Big Easy.
It is Big Easy's. I'm telling you.
Easy's apple.
It is
If it's 40 proof, it's Big Easy's.
Hold on. Let me see that, Doug.
40 proof.
If you've got Kool-Aid with corn, it's Big Easy's.
I'm pretty sure it's Big Easy.
It is. I can tell you, I can taste it. I can taste it.
What flavor is it?
Apple brandy.
That's Easy's.
It has to be. I found it on our campsite after that one weird night.
Oh shit!
Well, that's what
That's
Big Easy.
Is that the night I was under the truck?
No, Big Easy said on their podcast that our new friends here, Jennifer and Peanut, you know, they heard
weird.
about Friday night and things got weird. I thought we had a great fucking time. To be honest.
Oh, Friday night I was gone.
Had a great time.
You did on Friday night?
Oh, Friday.
Yeah, Friday night I went down to the ball game.
Did we weird? Now, did we weird you out Friday night?
Who you talking to, Phil?
Yeah.
No, but I think you got weirded out when you got the hickey on the neck.
Yeah.
Yeah, you want to talk about things that got weird? I got a hickey.
Was that from Dingy?
Yeah, it was
Yeah.
dingy.
That was Thursday night.
I'm like this, dude. I was like,
That
what?
was Thursday night.
Yeah, it was because Wednesday.
Yeah.
Sturge and I just got drunk by ourselves with
We did.
with
We
Austin.
did. Austin rolled up, and next thing you know, we're just getting lit.
Dan Gray drove by about 11:30 p.m.
Yeah, had a beer too.
Random, just stopped by and had a beer and did a couple desk pops. And then did a couple desk pops.
But Thursday night it was so funny. Like our wives are like, "What are you doing? Like, what are you guys gonna do? Nothing." There's nothing better than doing nothing.
No, yeah, absolutely.
It's the same, but this is a hard.
Like, what are you doing tonight? Absolutely nothing.
Nothing.
Because you're taking care of everything else. I appreciate it.
Yeah, and you know what? Is my wife not amazing? She packed us every single thing we needed.
Yep.
But then here comes Jennifer Denson and Daddy Denson, and they just load us up with a bunch of fucking meat, and we were just taken care of. We
the chops, bought the brats,
they-
got the keto buns, even for you.
keto buns for me, and if, you know, if things got weird, it's probably because I shook my buns a lot that weekend. I did do a lot of bun shaking.
It looked good though.
Megan,
Good.
Thanks, Phil.
what we were sipping is I wanted to test it to see if that was Easy's because I
It
have
is.
a heart run here and it's the same thing.
But Easy ran it on a different, that small one
Just-
when he
just a
ran
little-
off a 5 gallon.
Oh,
A little colder and a little, yeah, 5
Yeah,
gallon.
it's the same thing though.
But let me tell you something, guys. What a great time we had. I'd like to think we created a lifelong family here with the Densons, man. It's you know, hopefully we get more nights like this, but you know, where we can get together and hopefully you can bring the lady around sometime if we didn't weird her out too much.
Yeah.
I think you weirded her out a little bit.
Hey, Sturge.
It might have been you too, Vince.
Taylor said, "Thanks for letting us use your tent at Farm to Bottle, Sturge."
You know what? You can go yourself. Yeah, here I said no. Here's the only rule I had: no sex. No sex in my tent, please. Here comes Doug hauling ass around the
Like,
camper. He's
bro,
like, "Hey,
you wouldn't
bud."
believe the shit I'm hearing over
I was
here.
pinging over there. He said that. He said, "No, you're giving him." See,
Vince
no,
is covering his ears.
it's more like this because he has such a small one. Sound like a fucking jackrabbit in there.
Oh shit!
But no, I'm
Yeah, I
like,
took a piss.
I
On the
said,
front.
don't
I was
have-
like, Jesus Christ!
don't have
We're still
sex.
awake.
Don't have sex in my tent. They had it like 3 different times, man.
Or
3
wait-
different sex sessions
Or
in
wait,
a
like,
night.
or wait like 5 minutes till we're all like incapacitated. You know?
Yeah, and do it in Vince's truck.
Yeah, that was
Nah.
I don't know. I just miss my wake up calls every morning.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go over and piss on this tent.
Did we wake you guys up?
No, we were awake, but I knew it was time to come out when I heard we'll go over and piss on this tent.
I thought about doing it one morning when I woke up drunk still.
They probably woke up every time you hit that lighter to turn the percolator on.
I know. And then it's like,
Should have took a water bottle and poked a hole in it, went over there and squirted it all over the tent.
We're still here.
Anyways. We both have been in trouble because I'd have started pissing back from the inside and Jen would have had us both.
You're gonna piss on me. I'm pissing on you.
Right.
Sunday morning, I woke up trying to figure out who set my tent up.
It was you, buddy. Good job.
Did you see the tarp on top of his tent?
No,
It was
first off,
Just a little
First off,
cockeyed. The brain fly was a little cockeyed.
we went to bed early as fuck. We woke up and we're like, where the fuck did this tent come from?
Yeah, and here comes Ben's no shirt crawling out like, oh, fuck.
John, you need lighting.
So my sleeping bag now will not zip up at all.
Turn the light on.
John, we're scared you're jerking off in the dark. Turn
Which
the
we've
light
caught
on.
you doing that
Jesus
before.
Christ.
Should we tell the story again?
No,
Yeah.
So
Tell the story
No,
again.
well, to touch on your Sunday morning thing, Ben rolls out and he's half naked and his brain fly's crooked, and
Like crooked boys.
but to that point, he got the tent up itself. He was.
He
It
did.
was a pretty
Well,
proud moment.
It was a little messed up.
I wanted to know, did you actually put the stakes in the ground?
No, there was no stakes. The sides of it was like pushed in. The rain fly was halfway off of it. The door wasn't all the way zipped up. And when I got up sometime to use the bathroom through the night, I couldn't get out of the sleeping bag. And now there's no zipper on the sleeping bag. It's one of those sleeping bags that go clear all the way up. And then you flip the hood over your head like the freaking 0 degree one.
You panicked.
Yeah,
I couldn't get out apparently.
Yeah, you panicked. You like, God, I gotta piss or break this shit off.
Well, I don't remember panicking, but somehow I got out.
Clearly you panicked. But how about them quarter pounder patties on the old griddle, man?
That came in clutch
that was
night.
a good meal.
Oh, yeah. I'm craving.
Yeah, we had, well, I think each box holds 15 pounds. So we had 30 pounds of quarter patties up there.
We smashed them too. People were just, I mean, that was a party over at the camper, man.
Well, you smell the griddle going off and burgers are cooking. Then people just started flocking.
Sturge, what's Taylor talking about?
What he said?
He said, at least it went better for you. You didn't walk the grounds in underwear and boots looking for a place to shit.
Yeah.
Oh, so you guys didn't hear that story?
No,
Yeah,
I didn't.
I didn't.
no.
He told me.
So he got up and had to shit first thing in the morning. He had to shit real bad. So he's looking for a place to shit and he can't find it. He's in his underwear and his boots.
I was like, where the fuck you get her at?
When do we get fairies?
in his little tight boots.
Cupid?
Go ahead. Sorry, Benz.
He jumped in his car and went down the highway looking for a rest area. And he couldn't find one. So he stopped and he shit over the guardrail. Yeah. Leave it. And here's probably the funny part. The only thing I can picture in my head is his little feet hanging off of the ground, trying to sit on the guardrail.
Just blowing shit.
His feet are waving back and forth, not touching the ground.
Cars are passing by like, what the fuck?
A state trooper comes up and he's like, where's your parents?
Yeah. He said, I couldn't find a restroom. I said, there's an indoor one right down there at the shower house. Well, I didn't know where that was. So I just jumped in the car and went looking for a place to shit.
You get shit in the woods that was right there.
I drove 38
Exactly.
miles to the bathroom.
At least he shit, I guess. I mean, let's be honest. We all shit outside.
Oh, yeah. Saturday morning at there, man. I wouldn't have made it that far. I was out the tent into the bathroom. I almost didn't make. I told the wife, "Hey, bring me some clothes. I'll get a shower when I'm down here."
That's what that smell was.
No, it was bad.
You shit in the tent.
You shit all over the place.
Well, you only smelled it because your kids kept playing in the tent.
He said there was no guardrail. I just squatted by the car. Shut up. Don't change a funny story, dickhead.
So you sat on a rock?
It's John's story. Shut up.
The feet swinging made the story the best.
Oh, for sure. No comedian.
I think he told me there was a guardrail.
He's just sitting there just
You got to spice the story up every now and then.
Absolutely. You never catch a bass this big. It's always that big.
Mm-hmm.
Here's the funny thing about it. It don't matter if he sat on the ground or not. The feet was still swinging.
But let's be honest. Every girl is a 10, right? That's what we tell everybody. My wife's a 10 now. She a doll.
I think Dylan and I just
He says there was no cars.
No, we didn't go to bed at 3 a.m.
2.
Dude, Sturge messaged us at 4:30.
Oh, was it 4:30? Shit.
I'm about to look. I'm going to actually send you guys I'm actually going to read the message.
Dude, I swear
It was
he sent
late,
us
I
a
know
message
that.
at like 4 a.m.
What night was that?
Friday
Yes.
night. Friday.
Friday?
Because Saturday I was damn near dead.
I was going to say Saturday night. I was going through the campground at 3:30
Yeah, you
and
were
apparently recording it
Got it.
and hit my head on the all the pop out of your guys' camper getting my blanket.
That don't surprise me. That shit. I came around the corner one night, hit myself too.
Now this is it was 4 a.m. wasn't no cars passing by to see. Was it to see or there wasn't much to see?
Probably.
We
Yeah.
got to clarify that a little bit.
Yeah, no. Friday night was great. Saturday morning was rough.
Oh, yeah.
I would have spurts. I went through spurts.
Yeah.
Like every about an hour,
I
I
don't know
came
where it
out and
was.
played myself some
I'll
depressing
find
music. Try to talk myself into getting into the day. And until Steph came in clutch with some meds for me.
Oh, yeah. She gave him a concoction and some
Yeah,
pills.
until she came in clutch, I was fucked.
Dude, there's nothing a fucking Zofran can't help, man.
That's what it was. Yeah,
Zofrans are so good.
I had a Zofran. I took an hour nap and I came back like I wasn't, even having a bad day. So
That's not necessarily true.
well, I mean, I started drinking then.
You
so-
know, I actually fell
Had a
asleep
great
in my
day.
chair.
No, I know.
I was sitting at the booth, and next thing I know, I woke up.
What?
When I got there
we
when I got there Saturday morning, I was told to leave Doug alone because he was hungover.
Yeah, we actually did an exorcist. I forgot about that. We went in the camper and did an exorcist on Doug. I don't know if anybody heard it. We're like, Holy Spirit, we command you right now to put your holy hands on Douglas right now. And yeah, that was amazing, and it worked. It
That's
worked.
when I came out playing music.
Yeah, he came out. Somebody save me.
Yep,
Me
absolutely.
from myself. I'm going to see Jelly Roll tomorrow.
I had the jelly playing after that.
I get
There
to
we
see
got
him tomorrow.
My
What's
lovely
up?
wife. I don't know if it's a good thing or a bad thing, but she carries liquid IV like everywhere.
Oh, she gave me some.
What's
too.
that do?
It's supposed to like
Well, it's
rejuvenate you.
yeah, kind of the same aspect. You
She
gave
knows
me-
how to put in needles?
No.
No, it's a drink.
The brand. You know
Oh,
how
shit.
you know how you
Okay.
gave me a body armor? It's the same thing, just in a powder form. You mix it in like a bottle of water or something.
Thought you guys were like popping needles and stuff.
She
man.
could probably stab you with a needle
You're
if you
right.
really wanted to.
Why is she a nurse?
She's
She will be. If
she's
I
an
need it.
EFTA.
What's that?
She like builds teeth.
She's a effing? What'd you say?
EFTA is what they're called. They build teeth and stuff. They're
But does nothing to do with veins, right?
nah.
Okay, I'm not gonna let her poke me in the needle then.
She stayed at Holiday Inn Express a couple times.
Perfect.
So she's good. She's a halfway
she's got
decent.
it.
That's what I
She got
need.
this shit
That's what I
going.
need
She
on
knows
Saturday.
what. Can I be honest? My wife and my kids and I, we stay at the Holiday Inn Expresses because they're not that bad.
No, they're not.
And they're
No.
decently priced. You know, you can stay at the Drury and you get free meal and all that and the drinks, but it's always so packed.
Oh, that's why you're so good at everything you do. You stayed at a Holiday Inn Express.
I know.
You could stay at the Holly Hill and be even better.
No.
Is that the upstairs?
Can I tell you my favorite part of the whole thing of the festival?
Yeah.
I decided I was gonna Dylan will tell you I used to smoke a lot of weed, but then I kind of like
Josh Jones.
I cut it off for what, a month or two probably. Dylan?
Yeah.
I probably took a 2-month hiatus, and I see Josh Jones over there just rolling a big one, right? And I'm like, I'll have some. And the next thing that I remember, like for 30 seconds or so, I
You were-
blacked out. I was like,
No,
No, listen, let me tell my version and then you can tell your version.
Yeah.
So I remember hitting it 3 times. And then the next thing you know, I was staring. And then out of nowhere, somebody puts their hand in front of me like this. And next thing I know, I see that joint coming back into my mouth. And I'm like, I don't know what just happened for like the last 15 minutes. Like, what the fuck? And he's like, hit
Perfect.
it.
Right
Josh Jones is like, hit it again. I'm
Right
like,
there.
so I hit it again. And I was like, you can't get much higher than this. And he's like, so then I put my head back. And then I could
talking about constellations.
Dude, I was like, could you like, isn't it crazy? I remember thinking it like how magical I felt. I was like, the stars that I see right now are actually a light up, but that was from thousands of years ago.
Yep.
And the next thing you know, what I'm talking about, here comes this joint back in the mouth. The next thing I know, I was like, what the fuck? Like, I was so high. I'm like, I can't get higher. Here goes. I look over at Josh. He's rolling another one. I'm like,
Josh did you up.
and then Josh like, we're going to hit another one. I was like, no.
Smoked 30. You smoked like 90% of the other one too.
And then I was,
What the hell is this?
and then out of nowhere, he goes and grabs some surgical scissors.
Yeah, and you're sitting there.
But here's the thing. I got so freaked out. I was like, what the fuck's about to
You
happen?
was hitting the roach.
Yeah, you are.
So I'm over
hooked
here,
you up with it.
and I remember I burnt my lip, dude. I burnt my lip. I was
Don't
like,
surprise me.
you weren't
That
feeling
roach is
that.
that roach is about
but here's the thing. I was so one-on-one with the universe that night. I was so like, I had such a great time. I don't know how high I really was, but
as high as Taylor just said you were.
what did he say?
Read it.
You said the star's been dead for thousands of years, and it's still not burnt out.
I don't know. All I remember is I felt like I was back in art class. We had so many different color names that you were giving out.
Yeah, you might as well have been Bob Ross painting
What do you,
pictures.
what
with
do you
your
mean
words.
color?
You
Was
put a
I
happy little tree
Yeah.
right here.
Was I-
That's like a
was I being okay? Was I being ridiculous?
No.
crushed.
Dude,
You was okay.
your chair, right? Your chair.
Yeah,
You were just.
I remember
on the
that.
back, just-
But there, at one point, I remember I was like, I opened my eyes, and there I was, and I was like, where the fuck was I the last 20 minutes? And then next thing I know, here comes that arm. Here comes, take another puff, take another one. I'm like, I don't think I should do it again. I'm like,
So Sturge, I found the messages.
I can't get higher. I can't get any higher than this. And he's like, want to bet? Take another hit. I'm like, all right.
Challenge accepted.
So Sturge, there was 3 messages sent Saturday night. Or wait, yeah. No, Saturday morning. So Friday night, Saturday morning.
Yeah.
You said y'all going to hate tomorrow, ... at 3:21 a.m.
Facts.
I don't remember this, but I
I
responded.
remember it.
I responded, your mom.
Yeah, I do remember that.
And you said, okay, buddy, cool.
I was like, these guys are fucked. And here comes Doug wakes up next day. Bleh, bleh. Was that the night I got high?
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then I remember sitting in the camper
You mellowed out.
and I was like, man, I really want to smoke some more. And I was like, damn, like
But-
how much could you smoke? And then I remember thinking, and then I had the wildest dreams. I had the wildest dreams.
You mellowed out, and then we went and took bottles from that douchebag that kept critiquing you.
Yeah.
You took his bottles?
Yeah.
Dude, we drank
He kept something in
probably
it.
6
Yeah.
bottles at that camper.
Really?
Like, not bottles, jars.
Yeah.
Like, they just kept bringing out jars, and we were like, let's kill it. Let's kill it. Let's kill it.
Did you kill him?
Yeah.
All 6
Just
of them.
bad news bears.
Is
Bad
Josh
news.
Jones here? Josh, that was a great time, dude. I really did feel like I was a junior in high school again. You know, just toking it, man. Just I don't know why I toked it that many times.
And Doug, like,
But I feel like when I remember sitting there and I'm like, like Josh is making me feel so comfortable. Like it's like I needed this. Like he was like don't talk, just smoke it.
Yeah.
And I was like,
He was taking it and handing it towards you, and then that big smile he does.
yeah, just a very he's such a good guy. Like, and I'm like, why do I smoke it again? He's like, why not? And I'm like,
but
yeah,
still,
that's a good point.
the way you were doing that was like Doug and I drinking to that camper. Like, when we ended up leaving, it was probably 20 to 30 minutes after that text. We were joking and laughing and stumbling all the way back to the camper.
I don't remember walking back.
Oh,
We
I heard
stumbled
it.
and laughed.
I heard you guys walking back. It was pretty rough.
I know we were bullshitting all the way
Sorry,
back.
Josh, did I say something wrong?
No, I know we were bullshitting all the way back, but to Dylan's point, it's like I just don't, I don't recall
First
after
rule of Fight Club.
my head hit that fucking pillow, and that was it.
I remember stumbling and
I
laughing
never said
a lot.
Josh Jones. I just said Josh. I don't know. I don't remember smoking with Josh
He
Jones.
said first rule of Fight Club.
You don't talk about
Sturge, you don't talk about Fight Club.
I know, so I fucked up by telling it.
Ah. Hey, let's do this, Megan.
I know why.
Well, she was there, wasn't she?
No.
No.
Oh,
We're talking
Just
about
do this, Megan. I'll bring you a jar of blueberry brandy next time.
who's Megan?
You can't do that, bud. You're federal now, law-abiding citizen.
It'll be a legal jar of blueberry brandy.
It'll
It's a
be
donation.
the candy liquefied.
What is
Yeah.
it? Oh, hell no.
I got candy.
Did I fuck up? Do we need to delete the episode?
Hell no.
God.
First episode, man.
Okay,
You can't
got
cut
you
me out
guys.
already.
I didn't get really high. It was all a joke.
Gotcha.
Right.
It was all a dream.
Just like Doug didn't get fucked up.
Yeah, that was a dream too.
I didn't smoke some weed, and I didn't get high.
Save me.
I didn't smoke no weed, and I didn't get high.
I'd tell everybody that I didn't get fucked up, but they'd know better.
Yeah, you
There
guys-
was at
you guys
one
had all
point,
that jar
this son of a
passing
bitch about
around
face
going-
planting on the griddle.
Who?
Vince did.
At least he didn't pass out in a chair.
I caught him.
No, I was good.
And then I think we wrestled at one point.
There were
Yeah,
you were
you-
chasing
there's
him.
quite a
Yeah,
bit
you
of
were
wrestling.
chasing him at one point.
Didn't
guys
I get?
wrestled.
I got smacked in the butt with a paddle.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, that was the Josh Jones paddle that I hit you with.
Butt was bruised.
I don't doubt that. That thing was big.
Wait, Taylor said I went to the tent before I got too fucked up. Dude, you shit in the highway. Okay, tell yourself what you got to
How
say,
couldn't you
bro.
find a toilet that was literally 500 yards
The
from
dude's
you?
like, I was in underwear and cowboy boots and shit
Taylor,
on the highway, but
Taylor,
I
there
wasn't fucked up.
Taylor, there were 33 campers. They all had shitters. If you would have just you gave a
No,
knock
there was
or-
a bathroom less than 500 yards from him.
well that too.
And
I
he
carry
wasn't
shit
fucked
paper
up.
everywhere, man. When it's time, it's time. You get my age, you don't trust a fart or nothing.
But he had time to drive to the highway.
That's true, yeah. If you're
Oh yeah, he drove halfway across fucking town
Who's
to
grabbing
shit along the highway. I mean,
Yeah,
anybody?
you had time. You had time to find that shitter. If you need
He's
to
like,
go
you know what?
that
I went to the tent way before I got fucked up. Meanwhile, you're hanging off a fucking guardrail like it
Well,
was
yeah, why you going to
taking a
drive
shit.
anywhere? Just go up against the
hanging
back.
off the guardrail, the legs just flopping, kicking his feet while he's taking a shit.
You should have just went to the back fence.
I
Why would you go that far?
Why wouldn't he just
Well,
knock
there
out?
was enough tents around there. Just go.
But we had a shitter in the camper.
What'd you wipe with?
That's a good question.
Oh shit!
He come back one sock short.
Yeah, what'd you wipe with?
Huh?
Probably them Starbucks napkins y'all brought back the next fucking morning.
He might have drug it like a dog does across the ground.
Damn, found a rock.
Oh, that's a good rock. Let me back up. Reverse.
He'd be happy to find a rock though. It'd give him an extra 2 inches in height.
Oh, yeah.
So wait, that makes him what? 3'4"?
Squatty potty.
I don't know why you guys are making fun of him, man.
Get the fuck out of
Hey, because I can.
Have to.
I actually found someone shorter than me. That's like a rarity.
I know.
Well, between that and he's got years of getting it from me.
I
You
made
give
that
it to
very
him?
clear in
What?
2020. I will not
No,
ban-
not that way, damn it.
Get your girl out of here.
Came up with a border security bill, which I supported.
John, tell her to go.
And that bill would have put
Wait a minute.
1,500 more border agents on the border to help those folks who are working there right now
Amen.
overtime, trying to do their job. I do not condone or and support any policy that is.
And she got no clue what she did.
Who's this? Cheyenne Lacey Montgomery. Who's that?
Oh, that's I used to be the boss of her husband.
She said, Buddy said if the walls at Maine's could talk, Phil, paint, peeling, and all.
Yeah, it gets pretty bad in there.
Like what?
We need a story.
Oh man, I can rip farts with the best of them. I'd just walk up to him, let her go, and walk away. Let them work in the stink.
Are you proud of that?
Oh yeah, they had good quality to them. You
You
know,
disgust me.
a good. I mean, even had good sound quality, and a full, well-rounded.
I bet your wife's like seeing other people.
You know what's really funny? You discussed him, but he wasn't talking about pissing on your tent, you know?
What'd you say?
We didn't talk about it, John. We did it.
Yeah,
I actually pissed on their shit.
we played sword, a barrier between us,
I rubbed my pegger on their Jeep.
You did what?
Exactly.
and I watched.
I didn't know that part.
Yeah. Oh yeah,
Oh yeah.
What did you think you heard?
that's old Josie.
Did you hear someone say they did it? Did you see the comment? They said they did it with one hand.
Yeah, I saw it.
Like, I was over here trying to do it. I'm like,
I am really glad that I was gone Friday night.
you dude, I'm telling you right now, that's not true.
No, Friday was a blast.
Yeah, Friday was a blast.
Saturday was a blast, but some people went to bed early.
Well,
Well, we weren't invited to the jar passing.
We weren't invited to the dinner. Like,
I'm just confused
I'm
why.
kind of glad they went to bed early because Saturday was a bad night for me.
Why?
I'm sitting there talking with Tater, and Tater says he's gonna go left. He's gonna go left. And no, I ain't. I said, oh hell yes, I am. I went left, back to the right, back to the left, 3 steps forward, 2 steps back, and it made me.
You talking about driving?
No, I'm talking about standing.
Peanut was dancing with himself.
I know. I saw. I like turned around. The next thing I know, I turned back around, and he ain't got no shirt on his overalls. I look at Wes. He ain't got no shirt on his overalls. I was like,
Oh
Ryan's like, Dad, this is a great party. I'm like, good thing he wasn't here last night, bud.
wait a second, Jennifer. Everyone knows Josie's tailpipe is not the same after Sturge.
That's a guaranteed
Just get
fact.
over it.
Hey, it's still tired of my ex.
Wait, your ex drove that Jeep too?
No.
Does Jen know that, man?
No.
Wait, your ex fucked Josie?
No, you know the song Tailpipe Tired of My Ex-Wife and so on and so on.
No, we don't listen to Devil's music, man.
What is that?
We're more of like Michael W. Smith's, like,
She said,
Toby
hell
Mac.
no.
Hell no.
Yes, he did. Sturge fucked Josie.
Well, we
Yeah.
don't doubt that.
No, I'm married. Thank you, boys, though.
Well,
I liked
Josie's.
You got to
Okay.
see that thing. I
Yeah,
thought it
but
had
not
hydraulics for a minute.
It did. Dude, I need to know. Did Wes have
Man, it's lifted another inch. And a
Did
half.
Wes have fun driving in the Jeep?
Oh, Wes loved it.
I bet he
we
did.
went all over the place. Matter of fact, I love Wes to death. That boy, we stopped at the gas station to get our beers. And we walk out, and there's a couple of young girls about his age walking in there. And he's like, hey, girls, you want to go for a ride?
Yeah, Wes. We taught him well.
Oh, we had to fist
That'll
bump.
be Wes.
Yeah, I love him. I messaged him tonight, because I've been
Oh,
working
that's
so
awesome.
much. He's been messaging me, and I ain't
Oh,
gonna
yeah.
get back to him. But I've been thinking of my buddy Wes. We're mud digger brothers now.
Hey,
Yeah,
Josh,
yeah,
tell
yeah.
Wes I'm mad again because he has been messaging me again.
He's got Peanut now.
I know.
Yeah, he doesn't need you,
He's
buddy.
got Peanut.
I'm-
Jen
That's
is
Jen.
I'm
number-
still waiting to see who's paying for the damages to my truck.
What happened to your
damages?
truck? Oh, yeah, Wes ran into it with a golf cart.
Well, it was Wes, then it was Dylan, then it was Phil.
But see,
I
look,
know. I was arrested 6 times in one day.
John, you have to think about it. We are the only ones to provide photo evidence that Wes did it.
Actually, can I tell you something? At one point, he arrested me. I didn't know he was going to, and he dragged my arm all the way back behind my back. And I was
broke
like,
it off.
oh, fuck, what's going on, buddy? He's like, you're going to jail. I was like, shit, okay. Like, I won't resist, buddy. Like, let me get my other one back there.
Oh,
He's like, can you not touch your hands? I was like, nah, bro, I'm fat. I can't touch my hands together back there.
you don't
Yeah.
want to resist. I
Stir-
jumped on the golf cart, and he come down to slam me to the ground real quick. He watched way too many
Sturge started.
videos.
Hey, man, if there's a better soul in this world, other than Wes, I'd like to see it because I don't believe it.
I agree.
Yeah.
It's it's like when I look at my kids, I think, is there a more loving, more innocent kids in mine? I always think no, but I look at Wes and I just say, is there more a genuine soul than that boy right there? And there's just not. I mean, I've never met another one that's so genuine, man. He's when we went down there to surprise him, I don't know if you know this story or not, Peanut, but Dylan and I, we hit the road on a Friday night after work, drove all the way down to Tennessee. And was it a Friday?
Yeah.
It was Friday because I was supposed to go.
That's right. So we headed down there and we got down there late. And we went over to their house for dinner. It was the first time we'd ever met them, but we were surprising Wes. And we stopped over at, what was that place where we got the bottle at, Dylan?
Barrels and Billets.
It's right off of Louisville Slugger there in Kentucky. And they got a baseball bat theme going, and it's a really cool place. And we got a bottle for him that was Wes Jones. I think
Wes Jones juice.
Wes Jones juice, and we met him for the first time that night, and ever since then we haven't looked back. They're immediately family. Just it's I'll never forget. We were in his bedroom, and we were rocking out the Mud Digger, and we were, and I thought to myself,
lives.
and I got to think to myself that night. I got to thinking about how we got there, and how, all these different. That's the real joy of this podcast. Is I mean, Peanut. If we never started this podcast, we would probably never met. But let's see how close in this world you and I really are. We didn't even know it. I mean, we were tent partners an hour and a half away from here, and a guy that I know that my mother-in-law works with, that my wife knows real well, that I know that
live 15 minutes from each other.
That we and I just can't help but think to myself that this is all for a good reason. You know what I'm saying? And
yeah, because I've been following you for a year and that, listening to your music and this and that. I mean, cool. I didn't want to get about the stalker vibe or nothing here, but then when I found out,
I got hard by you saying that, so I don't get no stalker heart.
So how long did it take you to realize that you guys are right next to us?
Well, you could ask my wife. We were sitting there, and I said, "Holy shit, that's Big Sturge."
He done the whole fanboy.
He wrote that song, Ohio Moonshine. Then, of course, you try to start singing about Josie. Worried about singing about my wife, like I'm gonna get mad or something.
And I was like, "Are you gonna get pissed if I say my next thing?" You're like, "No, I don't give a shit." And I was like, "Cool, double D's."
She's in here commenting.
We're all within 15 minutes of each other. I'm like, "Holy shit!"
But then what I thought was cool. I think at one point, Dylan or I or Doug were like, "Why are you guys sitting over there?"
Right? Yeah.
Come on over, motherfuckers. Like, come hang out. But
don't be weird and hanging out 20 feet away from us.
We're just sitting over there, just laughing our asses off. The guitar out.
Were you there when we were hauling ass on the golf cart and just fucking being ridiculous?
Yeah.
The night that we got a golf cart.
Then you went out there and tried to patrol the traffic. You're like, hell, dude, I quit.
He said, I quit.
Ticket book. I quit.
I forgot about it. I forgot about that.
Slow down.
People were looking at me. They're like, "What?" I'm like, "Yeah, you."
But people
hit the fucking brake pedal.
People were slowing down.
I know. Less gas, more brake.
Then you run across clear to the other lane. You're like, whoa, buddy, way too fast.
You're kicking up dust. I forgot about that. And then I realized how bad influence of my kids I am, because out of nowhere, the next day I see Ryan hauling ass down. Slow it down. I'm like, whoa, shit. But no, we get all these opportunities to hang out. I mean, Bentz is one of our longest friends. I don't even remember, Bentz, how we met, buddy. How was that? How did
I don't know. How was it?
I think it was farm to bottle, but I think we had talked prior to that, right?
I think we had talked, but
we had talked a few times on Messenger.
That's what I thought. And then
just don't start with the story of it was a starry moonlit night.
No, it was one night at band camp.
Oh shit!
no, it actually started.
Owner, yeah.
So no, I met up with John at it was a Down and Out hotel, and
the Blue Oyster.
Yeah.
That's what Taylor said.
yeah. So we John and I got it. You guys know what a Down and Out is, right?
Yeah.
Any young kids ain't gonna know the Blue Oyster though.
Well, you are old, so you're probably right.
Yeah, I remember it.
How old are you?
Oh, I'm gonna be October 17th. I'll be 44, I believe.
Oh, it's not.
Damn, you don't have any hair.
No, it felt I was like 22 when it came out.
Did I hurt your feelings? I'm sorry.
No,
You don't have shit on Doug.
I only
He's
got one
47.
feeling.
Yeah, shit.
No, I
Hey
think
guys, Taylor on here commenting like he means something, but he's got to come back here this next weekend. So
his future wife. You're a worthless piece of shit.
yeah, he's got to come back here this weekend and hear about how the Cowboys beat the Steelers and maybe buy me drinks this next Thursday.
At least you guys can beat somebody.
Hey, we won.
We're not talking about that right now, though.
Boy,
You
got
know,
all
you know what? Fuck up.
My team's trash. I don't like.
I love
talking about
Justin
football
Fields, though.
anymore.
You know, it's funny. It's like Dallas Cowboys won a game, but they'll never win a Super Bowl.
They've won plenty Super Bowls.
Not with Dak under center. They
Just because
haven't.
of Troy and
No, they'll never win with him under center.
They choke harder at big games than Phil does on penises.
That's rough.
And that's a lot. That's a lot.
That's right. I got.
Oh, why is Taylor flipping me off?
Who
He
knows?
says you can sit and spin on it.
He said barely fits. I mean, barely one. Sorry, barely one. Barely one. Sorry.
Oh God, I don't want anyone that's wasn't alive for Super Bowls to be talking about winning Super Bowls.
Both teams suck.
We were
Fred,
live
what
for
up,
a
Taylor,
Fred?
Taylor, you were alive for one Super Bowl.
Fred's still hanging. Hey, man, I can't wait to see Fred. That's my boy, man.
yeah, both
Fred.
teams suck.
I-
Damn straight, Fred.
I love
Both
Chris
teams
and I
suck.
love Mama too, but Fred, that's my boy, man. That's my boy for real.
Taylor
were-
was alive for
What
one
song
Super
was?
Bowl
What
and
song
didn't
did
even see
Taylor
it.
rap that one night? Do you remember that?
What was that?
I was uncomfortable. I was
He
like,
was
damn, that
getting
sounds good, bro. Like I'm uncomfortable. Like I feel like I should wear like, some Jordan.
My favorite song that was going on was when
You here already? Don't tell your brother I love you more.
my favorite songs when Wes was going.
Chris, you know mine. What'd you
Wes
say?
was going with that rap. That was my favorite song. He was playing guitar.
What
I got a
was it?
video of him. I got a video of him singing it.
Yeah.
And Wes just bringing out ideas left and right with it. But then old Roger Dingy joined in, and I hear in the background you start playing guitar even harder, and you talk about Roger's rap is whack. You wouldn't even like it if you was on crack.
Oh yeah, I remember that. I forgot about that. Yeah, I was a little salty towards him. He gave me a hickey.
Dingy's one night. Dingy's one night.
He almost gave you two.
Yeah,
Punched him in the
yeah,
chin.
he
though.
had to go home early.
Dingy was so fucked up Thursday night that he didn't get.
Isn't
Friday
he
out.
isn't he the coolest ass drunk though?
Dude? Dingy
He
was
is.
so cool.
Like I love hickeys,
The
bro.
first time ever meeting him.
I felt like I was in high school getting that hickey. I was like, I kind of liked it, but it
Yeah.
was weird. It was like I could feel his mustache on my neck, and I didn't like that.
When my episode aired, we went out to my boys, and he had a hell of a night that night. I won't go full in detail, but he had a hell of a night that night.
Might as well go into detail.
Yeah, you already started, man.
Yeah.
You can't like just stop.
Yeah.
That's like
this
teasing
one
us.
night at band camp.
I won't go into too much detail, but
So what happened? Stop being a douche.
Tell us.
Or I'll
Well,
tell everybody about you jacking off at the Airbnb.
Oh, Jesus Christ.
So
We
tell us
will
what
tell that
happened.
full story.
Tell us what happened.
He had way too much, and then when he came home or came back to my place, he laid on the couch. He giggled like a schoolgirl. Coming down the road from the bar, we kept hearing jars pop open. He's in the back seat testing everything that was in the cases of jars back there.
All you hear is it sounds like a beat.
The next morning, me and the wife decided to go to the corner restaurant. You know, the restaurant you love.
Oh God, where they had the big breakfast.
Dude.
Oh yeah,
Good.
which you didn't finish, right?
No, I didn't.
There's
Even
no way.
No.
You didn't conquer the lumberjack, right?
Mm-mm. Mm-mm.
Yeah. So he laid here and he laid here on the couch while we went down and got breakfast because there was no moving him. He was done.
Being a vagina. No, but anyways,
So-
that was a lousy story. Let's talk about when we caught John Bentz rubbing his
Tina,
clit.
you'll love this story.
So he was just upstairs in the dark, and we flipped the lights on. He's just
whatever.
Just two fingering that clip, boy, and we were just. How do you do
when
that?
you flipped the light on, I was gone because you motherfuckers.
No, what happened? Real story is,
you guys kept bugging me. I was gone.
We were fucking with each other so hard that night, and out of nowhere, Dylan and I sneak around this. It's a little Airbnb, beautiful place. I'd recommend that for anyone. But we go around and we flip the lights
over the Holly Hill Inn.
No,
oh, shut up and let me tell the story. So we flip the lights on, dick in hand. He goes flying through the air.
Nah.
Yes.
Can you let me tell my version? So he's got it. He's got the shaft in hand, you know, and some reason he's covering the top of the tip with his other hand, and he's flying through the air. He slides under the bed, and you still hear him. And we're like, he's boot scooting and beating right now.
And
like,
then the next thing you know, you hear like scratch sounds. We check under the bed and he's gone.
We're like, where is he?
He's under the other bed on the other side of the room.
And the whole time it sounds like he's beatboxing. Just the whole time. I've never seen a man fly through the air, dick in hand like that.
How does he disappear and then y'all look under the bed? He's fucking gone,
dude.
How do you hold that? And how do you scoot in bed with the dick in the hand?
The real story. The real story. Dylan and Sturge goes to the Mexican restaurant. They're telling the girl that's the waitress.
Why can't it be Southern food?
They're telling the waitress about the Holly Hill Inn haunting that they received.
False news.
We don't know the story.
So they are getting told by the waitress she's going to come up and beat on the doors and windows and run.
When did this happen?
We went to McDonald's. Weird.
Whatever. So
you leaving?
I started taking the headboard and hitting the wall with it. They come running up the stairs, and the time they got up the stairs, I was gone. I was hiding from the assholes under the bed.
Under the bed doing what?
Hiding.
But what happened when we looked under the bed?
What was in your right hand?
Nothing.
But no, John, what happened when we looked under the one bed?
Do what?
You were not under the bed.
Oh yeah, I was under the bed that I was laying in.
No,
you was not. You were on the other
I was under the other bed. Yes,
because we're like, we literally looked at each other and said,
"Where the fuck
did Jesus just come back and we didn't go?" Like, we're looking for your clothes at that point. We're like, the rapture happened.
Hey, you know what? You know what Joe Dirt says, right?
No.
You like
Is this where you want to be when Jesus comes back?
I don't know. Do you want to fly through the air with a dick in your hand?
I mean, he also said, "You're my sister. You're my sister."
I actually, we wanted to talk to you about something now that we're on air. We want to talk to you about
your Lord and Savior Jesus Christ.
Well,
we've been trying to reach me about my car's warranty.
No, we're concerned about the masturbation. You do it a little much, to be honest.
Oh, you guys do it.
When did we jerk off?
That's the number one. When you're an addict, you blame others.
You blame other people.
It's okay.
John, this is a safe place.
People here love you. I mean, I can count. Then how many times have we said family in the podcast, man? Yeah. We don't need another drink. Hey,
don't be in denial. That means you're in denial.
Listen,
You're hitting the bottle too hard now.
listen. Tell everybody the truth that when you got the light turned on at the Airbnb, you flew through the air with the penis
In your hand.
in your hand. Tell the truth.
And what was weird
When-
is
When the light came on,
And
I ran from Big Sturge in Little Dillon.
that was about right. It was about that big.
yeah.
Hey,
Here's my
in his
question: would you?
defense, when you got the notion, you got the notion. You know.
I wonder if Dave. I know we're talking about Davis that we're not allowed to talk.
We're not allowed to talk about that.
We're not allowed to talk about.
But we can bring up the fact that John Bentz learned not to fuck with me that day.
Oh yeah, when you gave him the chart, what'd you grabbed the back of his knee, wasn't it?
No, I just held him in a leg lock for like 20 minutes.
Yeah, he cried. I forgot about that. He was literally crying.
Let me go.
Stop messing with me. Once.
Are we wrong?
Yeah,
John?
attack a guy while he's got to be on his phone working.
You were not on the phone at that point.
Hey, time out. What's Taylor talking about? He wants to give me shit for hitting the wall at Popcorn and for the shower incident. What? But he jerks off Airbnb.
Oh, that's
what
what
happened?
Taylor and Bree were fucking in the hotel that he was sleeping in.
In the shower?
God, when did they not?
They were
I know. They're like jackrabbits, dude. Poor guy.
Did it work, John?
Wait, did his ears just fit in the shot glass?
Maybe.
What have you had inside those ears?
He's got weird ears.
Huh?
You've got weird ears. No, but tell us about this hotel, Popcorn Sutton, all that. What happened?
You might not want to.
Taylor can tell it in the comments.
No, we want to hear firsthand account.
Was he banging your lady?
My lady was at home.
Oh,
So what
I
happened?
was unsupervised for the whole event.
that was one. I didn't drink that weekend because I had my leg thing. Oh, I forgot. About
You
that.
wasn't at? Yeah, you was at the popcorn. That's when we done the cake for Wes, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Popcorn. Yeah, yeah.
What happened in the hotel room?
Taylor.
I don't know. I was asleep with the TV on really loud.
Do your job, Dylan.
Taylor, I will be sending you an invite for the live.
We want to hear the story about what happened.
We need to hear your side of the story.
No, we want to hear it in person. We need you on here, buddy. Did we get flagged because of the gun in the back on Facebook? Hold on.
Fuck Facebook.
Probably.
No,
You
we're,
need another one?
What gun?
we're still live on Facebook.
That's not a gun.
That
Do
I
you
do.
need me to go get another one?
Yeah, exactly.
we-
That's not a gun.
Yeah, it's not
Yeah.
real.
It's 2024.
Did you get flagged for a gun?
We did on my personal page.
Hang on, man.
We're good.
It identifies as something.
So that means somebody probably reported it because they got offended.
Soft ass bitch.
Can we say Vagisil?
I love that stuff. Have you ever actually? Never mind.
I love it.
First off, this is going to bring it out. We haven't said it yet tonight, but fuck you, Zuckerberg. You piece of
Look,
fucking shit.
I think for far too long on the issue of gun violence, some people have been pushing a really false choice to suggest you're
You're
either
worse
in
than
favor of the
Zoom.
Second Amendment or you want to take everyone's
I
guns
want
away.
everybody to listen.
I'm
to
in
this
favor
shit.
of the Second Amendment, and I'm in favor of assault weapons bans,
And-
universal background checks, red flag.
I love the Second
I had a
Amendment.
gun.
John, where'd you
Come in
go?
my house. See
John?
what happens.
Did you see what she said?
Yeah, absolutely.
I'll kill him.
Guys,
Exactly.
aliens took John.
Is that Darth Vader?
That's a weird face mask,
John?
That's a weird
Are you
face.
talking about me?
I don't know.
Oh,
where-
John's
whoa.
okay. Oh my God.
Wait a
John,
minute.
And then this business about taking everyone's guns away. Tim Walls and I are both gun owners. We're not taking anybody's guns away. So stop with the continuous lying about this stuff. And then this business. Look, I think for far too long on the issue of gun violence,
I made
some
that very
people have
clear
been
in
pushing
2020.
a
And then
really
this business
false
about
choice
taking everyone's guns away.
to suggest you're
Tim
either in
Walls
favor
and I
of
are
the
both
Second
gun
Amendment.
owners. We're not taking anybody.
You want to know what it sounds like when they talk? When she talks?
And then this business about taking everyone's guns away.
Gun violence.
Tim Walls and I are both gun.
Some people have been
Moron. Did you send Taylor the thing?
Yeah, he's
I
on
did.
here.
He's probably offended because I. Oh, hey.
Taylor.
I take shits on a highway and I don't give a fuck. I take shits on a highway and I don't give a fuck. Whether it's 75 or 70 or 33, doesn't matter to me. I'm going to take a shit on the highway.
All right, Taylor, what happened to popcorn?
That was a good rap, though.
Yeah, it was.
Wait a minute. Wait a minute.
John-
He's got a, he has, he's
Go
shot.
ahead.
He's like my little.
Taylor, can you hear us?
Yeah, I had to turn the Bluetooth and shit off in the car.
All right, so what happened to popcorn?
Go in detail, if you don't mind.
I thought I just got drunk, went in the hotel room and went to run and jump on the bed. And when I jumped, I missed the bed and smacked the wall.
No, we heard something about
What about the shower? What about the shower?
and John waking up to something.
Yeah, well, yeah, and don't leave out details, of course.
Yeah. Apparently, John woke up in the middle of me and Bree in the shower and
No.
Well, you were conserving water. I don't blame you.
Yeah, you guys were taking
starting for life. Starting for life,
you
so he
got
turned the
Oh,
TV.
man. So you saved the earth, you know? So you showered together.
At least you woke up to it, John. I had to hear it.
Well, he was trying to pee. He
Blame
was trying to
God.
pee, and you guys were having sex in my
At
tent.
least he wasn't trying to piss.
Can I ask a question? Did you clean my tent?
No. He didn't even know how to take the damn thing down.
Burn it.
Facts.
I figured it out.
I took it down.
I'm headed over, brother.
I was there.
Be there in a minute.
I brought the
I
shit.
figured it out.
Can I ask a question now?
To who?
How do I ask it? Not get kicked off Facebook.
I guess whoever wants to answer.
Did you?
Don't do it.
No
Shut
balls.
up, Sturge.
No balls.
Shenanigans.
Did you blow your load on the floor of the tent?
What do the next 9 months look like?
What's the bug screen look like on top of it?
Put your shot glasses on your ears and shut the fuck up. Did you?
No, I didn't know.
Where'd it go?
No. I remember.
What happened to it? You watched it?
We talked at the because they came out and drank with Dylan and I.
What'd they say?
I was drunk.
Well, no, I remember because
Okay.
Taylor
Me and Dougie talked about
Taylor
this.
claimed whiskey dick, but it was moonshine dick.
But
Yeah,
where
I do
did the
remember
load
that.
go?
I-
That's
It didn't go anywhere. It never came out.
oh, nice.
Fuck.
John, you're good.
John's like,
John, you're good.
I do better than that. I do better than that. I do it in 30 seconds.
John said I could blow load on my stomach like this.
Without touching it. That's called premature ejaculation. He just thinks about sex and he's like,
Now I know my wife's always trying to get me drunk.
hey, you want me to do a Taylor tonight or a Bentz?
Wow.
30 seconds or 2 hours.
Oh, what is that? What'd you say?
30 seconds.
Oh, well, I'm glad at least my tent didn't get. I'm just confused. So,
I had to bring it home.
Well, at least there wasn't like animal.
did you who broke it down?
There was a
I did most of the work and then they finished it.
You didn't break
Taylor
it.
couldn't figure it out. He couldn't reach the goddamn page.
Yeah, Taylor,
most of the work.
you did
didn't
most of the
break,
work but
did it?
couldn't finish it, could you?
Taylor couldn't reach the poles on the tent.
John, you haven't had sex in 3 years. Why are you even talking?
Taylor's over there and he's grabbing where the poles come down and slide together. He's over there trying to figure out how to put your tent back up. And I was like, don't break that tent. Big Sturge done raised hell all about it. Don't do it.
I don't. I mean, it's true.
I don't know. My mind just went weird place. It was sliding poles together.
No.
I
So,
don't. But
So
Taylor's West Virginian experience couldn't figure out how to
is my tent going to
break
go
it
back
down.
up? Is it going to go back up?
I don't. Yeah,
Is the tent going to go back up?
should.
I took it down. Yeah, it will.
Yeah, but I just got done hearing Taylor's using it as a stripper pole, and
Taylor's putting something or Brianna's putting something in a bag.
I
Like
don't understand.
I'm confused.
What? Hey, bub, it's a good looking hat. Time out now. What's that hat say on there, sir? Taylor acting like who the fuck else you think I'm talking to, bud? Clearly, I'm wearing a Reds hat.
I don't have a hat.
And I'm the only other one wearing a hat other than you, Taylor.
Taylor's not drinking from a bottle tonight. He's being a pussy.
Taylor.
I mean, you can tell Phil ain't wearing a hat.
There he is.
I wish he was.
Where's your bottle, Taylor?
It's a good question.
Come on, Taylor.
You muted?
Come on, Taylor.
No, he's just
Come on,
stupid.
Taylor.
He's all mad.
It's not. It's not that far down the road from you, Taylor.
Are you in your shoe closet?
Do you hide your liquor from
What the
yourself?
fuck?
He's hiding it in the closet.
I don't know why
Is
he
this your
just.
son again? Is he-
How did you just dig in your shoe
Damn,
closet? She's bottle of whiskey, bro.
She
Is this
says
what?
forehead.
Yeah.
Hey, Jennifer, we call that a 5-head.
Meatloaf. You want meatloaf, Mom?
No, can we just can I get the explanation of why it's in your fucking closet, please?
I live with my grandma, and she's real religious and doesn't believe in drinking and all that. So she's
He's drinking. He's drinking, Grandma.
Well, didn't it say? Jesus
Hey, Grandmammy.
Fine?
Yeah.
Yeah, but he didn't hide that shit inside the closet.
Yeah.
He openly did it.
A lot of things didn't hide in there.
Wait, you live with your grandma?
Yeah.
You should. Hey, John was wanting to know. You want to move in with him?
I'm going to.
Are you really?
Yeah.
What?
Yes. He said,
Wait a
what?
minute. Let me get a special guest appearance.
Maury.
He said, let me get a guest appearance.
Before we move. Oh, no, I'm not going to pee for this. I got to save for this. I'm not peeing yet.
Hey, John, Bree ain't home.
I said, let me get a special guest appearance.
Taylor, when do you think you're moving in, man?
I don't know yet.
You got to get the approval, it sounds like.
Friday,
You're already in the family way.
Friday
I
after
mean.
next.
John sounds he's in. What about next weekend? What are you doing next weekend?
John, you gonna help him move in?
I'll even come help.
John, do you need help to get him in there?
Yeah, we got a crew together right here.
Wait, Gordon has a good idea. Find out who's the daddy after this commercial break.
Welcome to American Whiskey, guys. We just want to take a special moment here and thank you for our sponsor, Von Davis at Schoolhouse Farms, one of the best in the business, definitely the best in Ohio. If you want to get some shine going and you're still and you need to mash in, give Von Davis a holler. You can get all kinds of stuff, popcorns, oils, all that good stuff. But don't go anywhere because we're going to figure out who the daddy is. We're not going to leave you guys hanging tonight.
We're going to play the game of when does he move in?
When does he move in? Does the stepdad help him move? Guys, stick around. We're going to be right back for a hot second. We've got beautiful foreheads, great looking hats, bald guys in the studio. Darth Vader, it looks like. American Whiskey hats. Sit back, relax, and let's do some drama.
So Taylor.
No, so pretty much before we get started, let's just be honest here. Your girl said you're a bitch. You won't move in because you too scared of grandma saying something. Now, and as the mediator here, I want to be clear here. She's saying you won't move in because you're scared of grandma. And I want to make this very clear. Is that true?
And before you say anything, Taylor, I just want to let you know I will be fact checking.
Yeah. Yeah. We've got 3 guys on fact checking.
Great debate.
So let's really dig into this here and let's talk about the simple fact that your future wife thinks you're being a pussy and won't stand up to your grandmother. Now, is that true?
No, I'm not scared of her. I just don't want to listen to what she has to say.
You
Well,
better be scared.
Taylor, I just want to let you know,
He's scared.
I just fact checked that, and it's a good 89% of males are scared of their grandmas, so they are scared to move in.
So let's talk about this. You're scared, maybe not of her, but of her response. Would that be more correct?
Not really scared of it.
Well, how about
She already did go move in.
does she know you guys are having sex?
Hmm?
Does she know you guys are having sex
Before
Mhm.
marriage?
Mm-hmm.
Okay. So why not just move in and save the gas money?
I am.
Well, clearly, fact check that. Will you fact check that?
Well, I fact checked it, and based on his previous comments on other debates,
Yeah.
he has stated that he has hid his alcohol from his grandmother because she's very religious.
Right.
He
right.
is scared to tell her about his premarital sex because of this.
Now, let me ask you a question,
Well,
Dylan.
we're not getting a straight answer, though.
We're not. Well, can you please hold on for a second? Forehead, why don't you ask it in a better way? Forehead, only forehead.
Okay, yeah, I got you.
Oh, you're beautiful.
So
I love you.
So does grandma know you're banging?
Yeah.
Yeah.
How did that conversation go? Is grandma home? Can she hop in on this or?
Yes. I don't know.
Fred,
What kind of out?
we're gonna figure that out. But is grandma home? Is she home?
Yeah.
Let's get her on.
Can we interview grandma?
I'm not getting her on.
Why not?
He's nervous.
I got the good book right
He
next
is
to me. I
nervous.
know.
He is sweating. That's a tell of a lie.
I will have you know, I am a minister and a counselor.
We've got a ordained minister in the house, brethren.
I am ordained too.
Yeah. See, we got
And
two.
I'm actually not, but I'm a believer in the Lord. So let's get grandma on. And we're not going to ask any disturbing questions. I'm just going to ask her simply, did she know that you guys are pounding?
I told you, yeah.
Well, I don't believe you.
Well, we just want to simply ask if she knows that you're having premarital sex and her thoughts on that.
Yeah.
Oh God.
What religion are you?
Even Bree don't want her on there.
Have you ever thought
The one that says I sleep on the couch.
maybe you ought to consider converting to Catholic? You know, a couple Hail Marys, Our Father, you start all over again, brother.
All right,
It's clear to me he doesn't want the help. It's clear to me he doesn't want the help.
He's in denial. I mean, the first, once you get past denial, you really got to ask for help.
I think you should move into John's house. You know, I think Doug, don't you, Doug? I mean,
yeah,
he should move into John. I know you got to go.
I think I'm in with Mass.
Well, he needs a Bush Light, but the sounds of it sounds like he doesn't need that, man.
He can't move in here till he becomes a Cowboys fan.
Now, here's the better question. Before we get off here, I know it's been a long night. We've had constant listeners, and it's hard to pull out because it feels so good. But let me ask you a question, John. Let's get you in here and get some thoughts from you, buddy. You know, you're a big fan of our guardrail shitting Taylor here, stepdaughter fucking Taylor. But the question is, are you going to open up your doors, you know, for him to live there? And that's the question we need to know.
Well, we got to be a Cowboys fan. We got to convert. He already likes good whiskey, so
Send you a bigger shirt.
do what? Do you not like my shirt? Are you worried about my moves? God damn. All right, now I don't know where I was going with it.
So you're okay with it?
So you're good with him moving in?
He's got to be a Cowboys fan.
Okay, that's fine.
You said
Okay.
that 5 times.
You said I like good whiskey.
Yeah. He likes good whiskey already, and
Can
he's
he
shorter than me, so
well,
I'm good.
Can he live there rent free?
Can he live here rent free?
Ooh, good one.
That's a hard question because I know all he does is hold a shovel for a living.
Right.
Makes good money holding a shovel for a living, so
Mm-hmm.
that might be a hard question.
Taylor, I think you're in, brother.
Sounds like it.
Sounds like, we just got to get with Grandma. And I think next episode we should do an interview with Grandma. Sounds like John's totally in, right? Fact check that. Is it?
That's fact.
I might be on the fence still yet.
No,
fact check.
He's in.
He's in?
Fact check.
He's in.
Yeah, fact check, John. You're in. You're going to have a helper around the house. You're going to, you're going to be able to. How many showers do you have?
Will say.
Do you have
I
more
will
than
say.
one?
What?
Do you have more than one shower?
No, we got one shower, one bathtub downstairs, one shower upstairs.
You won't miss a beat with the water bills because they'll shower together in your house.
They're saving money.
Oh,
they're saving.
That's fucking Beattyville all over again. Shut up.
So you like Chris just said, you're on the guardrail. You're on the guardrail.
You're halfway there.
So
I said fence. Okay, fence.
I think you're in. If I hadn't, if the boys here had an opinion, I'd say, yeah, let them live there.
Well, I mean, he doesn't take up much space, so that helps.
You can share clothes
between you two. You make up one person.
Yeah.
Oh wow, you got room to talk, don't you?
You can share your schmediums. Clearly, that
my lord, thank you. XL.
Don't worry, I'll send you a 2X. But no, it looks like Doug doesn't want to be here anymore, so we gotta get. Huh?
My computer died.
Thank God, I was tired of looking at you. All right, so we're gonna get off here, and we'll come back for round 2 next Tuesday with Grandma on air. It sounds like, that sounds like that's a strong possibility.
Reached out. She's in,
and we've already talked to her. She's in.
We'll take communion.
Mama Miller.
We're gonna do it. Mama Miller's got no shit on me.
Tuesday night with Mama Miller.
Yeah, Mama Miller will be on. We're gonna talk to her. We're gonna pray about it. We will pray about the right things to say to her. And I'll let her know you're milking udders. I mean, there's no way around it. Right. You are spreading the seed without it growing. I hate to say it, it's sickening what you're doing, but we'll get her on here. We'll see what she has to say. Hell, she might be forgiven. You don't know. She might be a very forgiving one. But the thing is, you're not making good decisions.
Wow.
You're not. You're trying to live at her stepdad's house rent free, So, but we'll talk about a few things. Did you say you got a hold of her, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. Now, hopefully you can join us there too, Taylor. I mean, you use the same camera. You guys live there together. No need for 2 cameras. Just do the 1 camera.
Is that going to be hashtag Mama Miller?
Yeah, of course. And hashtag Taylor's moving into Bence's.
Yep. No, that'll be description.
You guys can use the same dresser. I mean, really, there's not going to be a whole lot of, extra room. I mean, you guys can all fit in the shower together.
We don't need extra room with someone that small.
Well, I'm just thinking.
Damn, I hurt his feelings. He ran away.
You can wash his back. You can wash his back.
The sad thing is here, I can tell you his grandmother's name because I've already reached out to her, but I'm not going to say that out loud.
We don't have to. We'll get them on. So next week with Grandma Miller, we're going to talk about the sins of Taylor and where he's headed. But anyways, I'm Big Sturge.
I'm Justice League.
Dougie Fresh.
And I'm the Peanut.
I'm just here.
I'm Farquaad.
Sounds like me on cheesy.
And that's Center. And we are American Whiskey.
Also, Taylor, thanks for having your grandmother marked on your Facebook.
Oh, he's going to hate us. Love you guys. Peace out. We'll see you next Tuesday.
Later.
Later.
Hey, Taylor.
Hey, you can stay on.
Taylor,
if you want.